With us, you'll get the advanced engineering of Butler Manufacturing, the industry's leading provider of building systems. Give us a call. We're your local Butler builder.
In Northwest Kansas, call Stevens Construction at 785-462-7571 to discover the difference a Butler building can make.
Every day, farmers make decisions affecting their operation, whether it's managing input cost, upgrading equipment, or purchasing that quarter of land next door. Farm Credit is here to help. Farm Credit of Western Kansas has a knowledgeable staff to help make sense of each financial decision. We offer a variety of loan products, including operating lines of credit, fixed-rate mortgages, and equipment loans for that new tractor or combine. Make a decision to see a Farm Credit lender in Colby or call us at 785-462-6714.
It's time to hear from the head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles, Yancey Walker, on the Funk Optometry pregame show.
Welcome back into the Funk Optometry pregame show, getting you set for game one of our doubleheader from the Colby Event Center tonight. Great West Activities Conference girls basketball with Colby hosting Scott City. I am Dan Lucero, joined by the head coach of the Lady Eagles, Yancey Walker. And Yancey, no way around it. The last three games on your schedule were always going to be difficult. And with two of the best teams in Class 3A and a very solid 5A team in Hayes, it was going to be tough coming out of that stretch. And you went 0-3 in those games. But what do you hope, at any rate, that your team learned and what your team could gain from having played those teams and having had the opportunity to see what it takes to play at that level?
I felt like we played Hayes pretty well, defensively especially, and we just have to have the ball moving on the offensive end. So when we don't have that, we're pretty stagnant and we struggle to score. And when we do have that, then we're okay, But I feel like if you can hold Hayes high to 33 points, you can hold a lot of teams to less than that. They're playing pretty well right now, and they have a lot of nice weapons, and we never really lost. We kind of lost their really good shooter a couple times, but we didn't get just outmaneuvered or anything else. We, in the course of a game, anybody you play is going to make plays the same way we are. So, just thought that defensively we were pretty good. Now against Goodland, you could say that we gave up however many points we did, but, those had more to do with turnovers. Those were live ball. They weren't against any defense. So when we can get the game in a 5-on-5 game and, make them have to score over us, we've been pretty efficient so far.
You talked about the defensive performance from Friday night, and what were the things that stood out to you about how your team played, particularly in half-court defense, that gave you the chance to hold Hayes down in the 30s and stay in that game despite your own offensive struggles?
Like I said, we only lost the Cedar twice, and we only gave up one back door. But Bryn Stanley had 7 defensive rebounds. That's a pretty good deal. And then between she and Anna, they had 12 rebounds. So and then 11 of those defensive. So that helped a little bit with things. We gave up 10 offensive rebounds, but that, for as many shots as they missed, that's not as terrible as you would feel like it was. But we've just got to we've just got to continue to work on those things. And what I was probably most proud of, I guess, combining the answer to a few questions, is just that we didn't back away from the physicality of the game. We didn't really turn it over because of somebody being physical or pushing us around or anything like that. We made some errant passes here and there, but we weren't just getting bullied and pushed around and turning the ball over. And then by the same token, until we had to foul late, the fouls were pretty even, which was about 5 per half. So, it was just a hard fought, old school Big Ten basketball game where, the two teams just were hard to score on, and so any little advantage was a lot bigger deal than it would have been in a game that was like 60 to 53 or 54.
We'll get Yancey Walker's thoughts on tonight's opponent from Scott City when we return on the Funk Optometry pregame show. You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Today on Hey Culligan, better water that cares. Jane's on the line.
Hey Culligan, how can I avoid using all those plastic water bottles that harm the sea turtles?
Jane, our always-on drinking water system helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year. So, you see, Culligan cares about sea turtles, too.
Aw, plastic pollutes and Culligan cures.
That's catchy, Jane, and totally true.
I'll take it, like now.
Jane, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
See your local Culligan dealer, Chapter's Water Conditioning in Goodland and Colby.
Farmers, after fall harvest and before you put that combine or tractor away for this season, well, now would be the time to contact your service manager at American Implement about their winter service special. Take advantage of no interest, no payment for 180 days with approved credit. This service special, through John Deere, offers you tremendous incentives, plus your machines will be ready to roll next season, so you'll save time and money. Contact your local service manager at American Implement, your John Deere dealer in Colby, Goodland, Oakley, and Wheeler.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
The Funk Optometry pregame show continues, as does our pregame chat with the head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles, Yancey Walker, as they prepare to host Scott City tonight. And Yancey, it was a tight one all the way through the first time you saw this Scott City team back in December. You were on the wrong end of a 42-38 score. What can you take from that game all the way back in December, try to apply to tonight as far as lessons learned and things you have to be better at against this particular opponent?
Well, in the games where we've won that were close, we just stuck to who we are, you know, and instead of trying to pull it out or anything like that, just kept going and made enough plays down the stretch to win. So we'll just try to continue to be true to who we are. You know, they are struggling right now, and so we've just got to take advantage of those things. We can't let them have any hope, you know, and they're a really, really streaky team. Like, for example, Lotta's shooting 25% from three, but she might make 8 of them and then, you know, miss 8 in the next 2 games. And she, you know, they're just, even though they play that keeping zone, they're just pretty chaotic. They take a lot of chances and everything else. And I mean, they've kind of been searching for answers too, in some respects. You know, they're playing a 3-2 zone. They're playing some man now. They've pressed a little bit more than I've seen them in the past. So, you know, if it's a close ball game, you know, and we're ahead, then we're not going to get out of there without getting pressed, without seeing that 3-2 zone, without seeing some man-to-man. So we just have to be ready for all of it.
You mentioned their multiple defensive looks, and they have some pretty good size in the interior that can make it difficult to drive the ball and score around the rim. What are the things you're going to have to do better offensively tonight? I know you spoke earlier about the ball movement. What in particular has to be sharper in terms of the way the ball moves to make sure you're getting good shots against whatever defense they throw at you?
Yeah, not only that, but we just have to be more physical with, you know, how we do things. You know, you can be physical without fouling. We've been working on that. And we did a pretty good job of that at Hayes. So we just have to not let we have to be more physical than they are tall, if that makes sense. So we've got to be able to just absorb their contact and absorb, you know, when they go for steals, things like that. And then when we get against the big girls, we've got to do a good job of using our bodies to shield them off and, you know, try to just neutralize, like I said, neutralize their height with our physicality.
It is senior night tonight at the Colby Event Center. You have a chance to honor your 2 seniors between games, Brooklyn Jones and Emma Curry. For those 2 players who've been so important, so influential for your team throughout the year, what do you expect from them tonight? And do you think that the fact that it's senior night, do you hope that gives a lift to the rest of your younger players? You
know, I hope it does, because someday they're going to be seniors. So, you know, the thing about senior night is that you can't, nobody can give enough credit or give a nice enough ovation or anything like that in the amount of time that we have. You know, so what we've got to do is do a good job of just being, just staying within ourselves. But hopefully, you know, sometimes people get a little extra push, and so maybe it's a dive for a loose ball, maybe it's taking a charge, maybe it's an extra pass. Maybe it's, that just internal feeling. I mean, the mind is an incredible thing. So that internal feeling of, I'm open here, I'm going to make this, and it's for a bigger reason than just me. So I do hope some of those things happen today.
Yancey Walker's the head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles. Yancey, best of luck tonight.
Hey, thank you very much, as always. Appreciate it.
We'll have the starting lineups and the tip from the Colby Event Center when we return. You've been listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. It's the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of, from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved ones' memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
Harvest more of what you grow with a Case IH Axial Flow Combine from Colby Ag Center in Colby. Axial Flow Combines deliver cleaner grain samples straight from the field. That means more grain and less dockage at the elevator. And with AFS Harvest Command, you get harvesting technology that monitors changing crop conditions and proactively adjusts the combine to optimize the settings. Technology that puts more grain in the tank and money in the bank. Find it today at Colby Ag Center in Colby.
If you find yourself wondering, do I really need life insurance? The short answer is yes. The long answer is a bit more personal. It might include things like student loan debt, car payments, mortgage payments, funeral expenses, and even tuition. No matter what stage of life you're in or what expenses you might leave behind, having insurance in place to protect your family is a smart move. Contact Farm Bureau agent David Brown or Andrew Flanagan in Colby or Atwood and learn more today. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Financial Life Insurance Company.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back to the Colby Event Center. Time to meet the starting lineups for tonight's GWAC girls basketball game on senior night for the Colby Lady Eagles as they take on the Scott City Lady Beavers. We'll meet the visitors first. Scott City 8-10, coached by Amy Felker in her second season. The Lady Beavers score 46 points a game, give up 41.5, shoot 71% at the free throw line. 3 guards and 2 posts for this Scott City team. At the guard spots, Erica Felker runs the point, 5'5" sophomore, averaging 11 points, 4 boards, 3 assists per game. Amber Lotta at the 2, 5'5" senior, averaging 10.5 points a game. At the 3 is Allie Patton, a 5'9" senior, averaging 6 points, 3.5 rebounds. At the 4, Brooke Strine, a 6' junior, averaging 10.5 points, 8 rebounds. And in the middle, Ella Rumford, a 6'1" senior, averaging 4 points and 6 rebounds. Felker, Lotta, Patton, Strine, and Rumford for the Lady Beavers. They are in road dark blue uniforms with Carolina blue letters and numbers trimmed in white. The Colby Lady Eagles are 7-10 on the season. Yancey Walker is their head coach in his first season. The Lady Eagles score 37 points a game, give up 46, shoot 35% from the field, 26% from 3, 70% at the free throw line. It's the 5 we've come to know and recognize over the last 10 games for Colby. 3 guards, a wing, and a post. At the guard spots, Brooklyn Jones, a 5'8" senior on her senior night, averaging 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists per game. The other guards, Briley McKee, a 5'4" junior, averaging 2 points and 1 rebound, and Logan Nolan, a 5'3" freshman, averaging 2 points and 1 rebound. At the forward spot, Emma Curry, a 5'10" senior, averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds per game. And at center, Bren Stanley, a 5'10" freshman, averaging 2 points and 4.5 rebounds. Jones, McKee, Nolan, Curry, and Stanley for the Lady Eagles. They're in their home whites, orange letters and numbers, trimmed in black. Colby trying to snap a 3-game losing skid tonight. So far this season, in 8 home games, Colby is 3-5. In 6 games here at the Colby Event Center, they are 2-4. Scott City is trying to snap a 2-game losing skid. They have lost consecutive league contests to Holcomb and Hugoton after they had built back-to-back wins over Ulysses and Lake. And Scott City started this season 5-1 in December, but they have found 2022 to be tougher sledding. They are 3-9 since the calendar turned over. Colby will go right to left. Scott City left to right as you're listening here in quarter number 1. Ren Stanley walks towards the jump circle, as does Brooks Strine for Scott City. We are ready for basketball here. 100.3 The Ride, KRDQ Colby. Tap is controlled by Stanley. Jones runs down the loose ball, and we are underway. Zone defense for Scott City to start. Traditionally a 2-3 team, showing a 3-2 here to start. Emma Curry has it between the circles for Colby. Stops her dribble. Finds Logan Nolan along the right sideline. In the corner for Brooklyn Jones. One dribble for Jones. Pass to the foul line for McKee. Touch pass Stanley. She passes out of the post to Nolan left corner. Now top of the key for Curry. Curry drives and floats one into the right corner for Brooklyn Jones, who skips one to McKee up top. Left corner for Nolan. She tries a three-pointer. That's off the mark. But Jones is there weak side to catch the rebound and lay it up and in. Boy, give Logan Nolan an assist. How about that? A perfect pass on the missed shot right to Brooklyn Jones, crashing glass for 2, and Colby takes the early lead. First possession for Scott City. Colby in the matchup zone. High post Rumford to the right wing for Felker. She drives, steps back on the baseline. Kick out right wing Rumford. An open 3 on the way. Swishes in. And Ella Rumford, a 40% three-point shooter, has only made 6 of 15 attempts coming in, but she knocks down the open 3. Minute into this one, it's a 3-2 lead for Scott City. Curry holding up top as Scott City goes man-to-man on this defensive possession. They will switch quite often in terms of what defense they will play. Jones, high left, off a screen, crosses right to left, into the paint she goes, jump stop, short corner left, double team, passes out of it to McKee out on the left wing, and Colby resets with Nolan between the circles. On the drive, Nolan stops, bounces to Stanley, low block right, she backs her way inside, up and under fake, and a travel. Stanley tried to find a shot against Brooks Strine, but Strine held her position and stayed on her feet, and Stanley dragged the pivot foot. 6:28 to play first quarter, 3-2 Scott City. Lotta into the front court, quickly to Felker. Into the right corner, Patton is open. She casts off a 3, and that goes. Back-to-back threes for Scott City to open their night. Just a 30% three-point shooting team. Patton on the year just 23%, but they have the touch early and lead Colby 6-2. Stanley top of the key for Colby. Hands to Jones. Off a screen. Lefty drive into the paint. Shoots over 2 defenders. Gets it to go and draws the foul. Brooklyn Jones a chance for the three-point play. Going right down the middle of the lane. Drawing the contact from Allie Patton. Her first foul and the first on either team. That sends Jones to the line where she's 83% on the season. With 5:59 to play in the opening quarter. Bend to the knees, right-handed release, and nothing nylon. Brooklyn Jones with the 5 Colby points. And the Lady Eagles trail by 1, 6-5. Weaving through traffic down the paint is Felker, but too firm off the window with her scoop shot, and Brooklyn Jones rebounds. Jones into the front court up the right side, stops on the wing, across to Curry. A 3 in transition from up top. Off the front rim, no. Rebound loose, chased down by Stanley, who saved it in bounds, but tapped it right to Amber Lotta. Scott City the other way. Lotta hustling up the right side, and is fouled on a reach-in by Briley McKee. McKee's first foul, team foul number 1 on Colby. 6-5 Scott City, 5:33 to play in the opening quarter here from the Colby Event Center. Patton inbounds to Felker between the circles. The sophomore, the coach's daughter, and leading scorer for the Lady Beavers, finds Lotta high left. Back across to Felker against Colby's 2-3 zone. Patton short corner right for Rumford. Back out to Patton on the wing. Around the horn it comes to Felker left side. Jones out to challenge. Felker holds the ball above her head. Flings it back right wing for Patton. It's tipped in way inside on the entry pass intended for Rumford. The ball is loose. Stanley diving on the floor for it. Can't recover it in front of the scorer's table, and it's out of bounds. Here for Colby to come the other way, but Stanley or McKee could not secure it. Would have had numbers coming the other way. Instead, it's Patton inbounding at the scorer's table. In for Felker between the circles. Right wing pass for Patton. Colby matching up out of the zone now. Strine top of the key. Back to Patton. Now Felker at the foul line. Kick left wing. Lotta deep 3 on the way. That's too strong. Long rebound to Patton, who saved it inbounds, but not before stepping on the end line. Colby ball. 4:50 to play in the first. Scott City 6, Colby 5. First miss of the night from distance for Scott City on that Lotta 3. Curry between the rings, right wing pass for Nolan. Now Jones right corner. At the challenge is Strine. Jones walks the dribble back to the right wing, delivers to Curry between the circles. Left wing pass for Nolan. Jones switches sides of the floor. She's in the left corner, and Nolan gets it to her. Stanley in the post. Jones walks the dribble to the wing, lob into the post, intended for McKee, poked away by Strine. Diving for the ball is McKee. A jump ball is whistled, and the arrow belongs to Scott City. Colby turns it over for a second time. Jones floated that pass into dangerous territory, and that's been a problem in recent games for Colby, trying to feed a cutter into the post, but throwing the ball into traffic, and those passes just aren't getting home. Colby goes to a bigger lineup. They sub Riley McKee out and check in Anna Starbuck. First sub of the game, the 5'10 sophomore Starbuck in it. He's in the middle of the matchup, 2-3. Strine at the foul line for Scott City. Left elbow. Out to the wing for Lotta. In the corner, Rumford. Jones out on her. Rumford skips the pass. Top of the key for Patton. She drives with the right-handed kicks right corner Felker. Driving the baseline. Into the paint she goes. Bounce pass underneath for a layup. It's up and in for Ella Rumford. Rumford with 5 early points for Scott City, and they lead it by 3, 8-5, halfway through quarter number 1. Jones to Starbuck between the circles. Ball fake, had it stripped. Ball came to Jones. She penetrates. Right-handed teardrop in the lane, up and in. Float game working for Brooklyn Jones. She's got all 7 Colby points after she had 22 of their 27 in their loss at Hayes Friday night. 8-7 Scott City, 3.5 to play first quarter. Felker lefty driving kick in the left corner for Lotta. She skips it back to Patton right wing. A long jumper on the way is off the back rim and the front rim. And on that bounce, it falls kindly to Brooklyn Jones, weak side for Colby. Brooke Strine had position inside for a putback, but the ball hit the rim a second time, and it caromed right to Jones. Friendly bounce. Starbuck stripped to the ball, and it rolls to my broadcast position before Erica Felker can come and get it, so it stays with Colby on their end. 3:04 left in the opening quarter. Emma Curry to inbound. Top of the key extended left side. Two-hand chest pass to Brooklyn Jones. Off a Starbuck screen. Flip to Curry left wing. She drives and kicks out high right for Jones. In the right corner for Stanley. Long pass across, deflected by Rumford, but comes through between the circles for Starbuck. Now Nolan left corner to Curry. One dribble for Emma Curry. Back to Starbuck high left. Starbuck into 2 defenders between the rings and finds Jones. Nova pass left corner Curry. A 3 on the way. Bullseye! Emma Curry drops in a triple. Her 21st made 3 of the year, and Colby has the lead back 10-8 with 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Handoff to Felker through the paint. Off the handoff from Strine. She's fouled on her way to the cup for 2. Simple dribble handoff play, and Emma Curry got in the way of Felker, committed the foul, her first. Team foul number 2 on Colby. Sending Felker to the line where she's a 72% shooter. Her first free throw try here, nothing but net. Both teams make subs. Emma Wright is in for Colby. First action for the 5'4 junior, replacing Brendan Stanley. For Scott City, Allie Patton departs, replaced by Mallory Cupp, a 5'4 sophomore. One more free throw coming for Felker as she tries to tie this game, and she does. 10-all, 2:25 and counting to play, quarter number 1 from the Colby Event Center. Up the left side is Jones. Starts it around the horn for Nolan right wing. Off a Starbuck screen into the right corner to Curry. Curry with space, jacks up another 3. That's too strong. Rebounded weak side by Cupp for Scott City. Rumford left Curry the space, and she's not shy about shooting if you give her a little bit of room. Pass deflected at midcourt, rolling around, picked up by Cupp in the jump circle. Scott City narrowly avoiding a turnover. High post left Strine, steps in, stripped to the ball, but fouled. And fouled in the act of shooting, says the official who blew the whistle. The foul is on Brooklyn Jones. That is her first. Team foul number 3 on Colby, and it sends Brooke Strine to the line where she is a 76% foul shooter. A chance to put Scott City back in front with under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. First free throw is good for Strine. Sub for Colby, welcome back Elizabeth Barton. Her first action since January 4th. The 5'4 freshman checks in, replacing Logan Nolan. Second free throw for Brooke Strine gets the roll, and Scott City leads at 12-10. Boy, is it good to see number 22 back on the floor for Colby after having missed the last 10 games with a right toe injury. Jones, top of the key, step back 3 off the screen. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Brooklyn Jones. She's got 10 of Colby's first 13, already in the double figures for the 17th time in 18 games this year. And Colby seizes the lead back, 13-12. And then a half to play first quarter. Rumford across right wing for Felker, driving on right, gets the baseline underneath the basket, had it poked out of bounds by the help defender Starbuck. Stays with Scott City as the Lady Beavers bring Allie Patton back into the game, replacing Ella Rumford. Felker inbounding, hoop to her right underneath. Looking for one of the posts, had it poked away by Curry, comes to Cup in the right corner. Her pass is deflected and stolen. It comes to Brooklyn Jones. Jones into the front court right side. On the drive, and the righty floater off the back rim, no. Rebound in traffic is fought for and tied up between Cup and Starbuck. Starbuck, the only white jersey, missed 3 blue ones, but she earns a held ball whistle, and Colby has the arrow. So Starbuck saves the possession there for Colby. Inbound to Barton in the right corner. Stripped to the ball, gets it back, puts it on the deck with a left hand, into the paint she goes. Her runner is blocked, but she's fouled. Elizabeth Barton going right at Brooke Strine and got fouled from behind by Patton. That's Patton's second, team foul number 2 on Scott City. And Elizabeth Barton heads to the free throw line for 2. She was 14 of 23 on the year before the injury. First free throw on the way for Elizabeth. Gets the bounce. That ball hit the left side of the rim, the square, the right side of the rim, and it just hung on and dropped in. Ella Rumford back in for Scott City, replacing Allie Patton. One more free throw for Barton. And she swishes it through. 15-12, largest lead for Colby. 1 minute to play first quarter. Barton's first point since the Hoxie game on January 4th, and Barton nearly had a mid-court steal of Lotta. She's called for a reach-in foul, her first, team foul number 4. That's an element that Colby has missed ever since Barton's injury. Her ability to disrupt the primary ball handler. She led the team with 3.5 steals a game before her injury. On the inbound, Felker has it high right on her in the 2-3 zone. Now up top, Lotta. Hand off to Rumford, back to Lotta on the right wing. Fakes a skip pass, drops it off to Felker, off the screen, straight on 3 on the way off the front rim, no. Rebound and stick back off the mark from Strine. Curry has it, and she's fouled on a reach-in. Strong rebound underneath for Curry, and she was fouled by Brooke Strine, her first. Team foul number 3 on Scott City. Sub for Colby, Logan Nolan checks in, Elizabeth Barton departs. Probably will just see her a little bit at a time tonight and maybe the rest of the week, but she changes a bit for Colby. There's no question they missed her. They were 3-7 without Barton in the lineup. Colby ball working around the perimeter. Jones, right corner, skips it to Curry up top. Left wing for Nolan, left corner for Wright. Bounce pass between the defense. Starbuck with some space on the block. Now triple team, passes out of the corner to Wright. Skip pass into the right corner, deflected out of bounds by Felker. Intended for Nolan, but it never got there. Colby keeps it with 14 seconds left in the quarter and a 3-point lead. Curry inbounding beneath the free throw line on the right sideline. In for Jones, high right corner. Yancey Walker urging his team to go quickly. Nolan has it on the wing. Left corner, Jones, 5 seconds, 4. Jones crosses over the baseline, double teams, fallback jumper off the front rim. Rebounded by Wright, out to Nolan instead of trying to put it back up and in. And time expires before Nolan can get his shot away. 8 minutes in the books from the Colby Event Center. It's Colby 15 and Scott City 12. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Here's what's new for new customers. Hi, this is Brandy Oliver with Farmers Emergence Bank. To celebrate 135 years of business, we are offering a $135 bonus to all new customers that open a regular checking account with us. Between the months of January and February of this year, contact a customer service representative at 785-460-3321 to ask how we can help get you this bonus. See why Farmers and Merchants Bank have their roots where other banks have their branches. Farmers and Merchants Bank, together making a difference. Member FDIC.
Delicious food, friendly service, and a fun, relaxed atmosphere. You find it all at El Dos de Oros in Colby. Mexican favorites that your entire family can enjoy. Delicious, sizzling hot fajitas, scrumptious enchiladas, tasty tacos, burritos stuffed to the brim, and of course, the best margaritas around. That's all at El Dos de Oros. Go find them at 1921 South Range Avenue in Colby and enjoy delicious Mexican food.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Back for the start of the second quarter from the Colby Event Center. Dan Lucero with you. Colby 15, Scott City 12 as the second quarter gets underway with Scott City having the possession left to right as you listen. For their starting five on the floor, Cup instead of Patton, who has 2 fouls. Felker loses her footing, able to get the ball away to the right wing. Now it's Lotta on the drive. Right-handed runner, too firm off the glass. Brooklyn Jones, the rebound in the middle of the paint for Colby. Jones out with Nolan. Janessa Cheney, who's in for the first time tonight. And Emma Wright, a 4-guard lineup with the lone post, Anna Starbuck. Wright has it high on the right wing. Feeds a cutter. Cheney through the paint. Back out for Wright. Now Nolan between the rings. Lefty dribble for Logan Nolan. Angling to the wing. Bounce pass left corner for Wright. Starbuck in the post takes it. Backing down. Hand off to Cheney. She dribbles with the right hand. Stops on the elbow. And we have a whistle and a reach-in foul called on Amber Lotta. Her first, team foul number 4 on Scott City. Back and forth first quarter. Colby's on a 5-0 run. Has their largest lead of the game. Cheney inbound. Starbuck catch and shoot jumper right baseline. No. Got her own board. Had it stripped. Fight for the rebound and a foul called on Colby. As Felker had 2 hands on it, Starbuck called for the reach-in. That's her first, team foul number 5 on Colby. Sub in for Colby as Anna Starbuck goes to the bench, replaced by Emma Curry. And Bren Stanley is into the game for Brooklyn Jones. For Scott City, Tori Ford enters for her first action, the 5'8 senior, replacing Mallory Cup. Brooke Strine has it top of the key for Scott City. Stanley with a hand in her face. Left elbow for Felker. Man-to-man defense for Colby here. Felker takes the dribble all the way out near midcourt. Now around a high screen, delivers right corner for Rumford. Back to the wing for Felker with room for 3. That's off the back rim. Rebound by Janessa Cheney for Colby. These stretches for Colby with Brooklyn Jones out of the game are always a bit precarious because Brooklyn's so important to Colby's offense. Colby can get some points here. It's almost like found money. Curry between the circles with it. To the right wing for Emma Wright. Spins off a defender and drives. Emma Wright into the right corner for Logan Nolan. She fakes penetration. Cut off. Forced out to the right elbow. Now drives again. Into the lane she goes, and she's fouled on a reach-in. Going up for a shot. Nolan was trying to get her off at the foul line. Got fouled by Ella Rumford. That's her first. Team foul number 5. And Logan Nolan goes to the free throw line for a pair. Nolan on the year. 9 of 14 at the stripe. Had 2 points in the loss Friday night at Hayes. First free throw for Nolan off the back rim. That kind of aggressiveness, driving the lane, trying to get a shot up, and accepting a trip to the free throw line if the other team and the officials give you one is something that Colby's been missing in their offense. Nolan splits the pair. Colby now has scored 6 straight points and lead at 16-12. Or 16-10 rather. Oh yeah, 16-12. I had it right the first time. With 6:15 to play here in the first quarter. A running layup by Amber Lotta is off the mark. Loose ball rebound grab by Felker. Out to Rumford. She pulls up to the foul line. Jumper from there. Banks in. Check that. That was Strine. A line drive bank shot that dropped in and stops Colby's 6-0 run. 16-14 Colby. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Stanley top of the key for Colby. Swings it left side for Nolan. She drives with the right hand into the paint. She goes, stripped to the ball by Erica Felker. Turnover for Colby, their third. Felker on the run. Scott City hustling. It's Felker going the distance. Kicks it out in the right corner for Lotta. She drives the right baseline into a double team. We have a whistle. And I'm not sure what we have. The officials are going to discuss. Traveling called on Scott City, their second turnover. That's what I thought it was. But both officials' arms went up at the same time, and they just had to make sure they were on the same page. Cheney and Nolan sit for Colby. Brooklyn Jones is back in along with Briley McKee. Jones already with 10 tonight for Colby. And her next basket will give her 1,100 career points. She was sitting on 1088 coming in. Brendan Stanley on the driving kick. McKee hands to Curry right corner. She steps in, tried to feed the post. Pass deflected by Strine and picked off by Lotta. Fourth Colby turnover. Lotta into the front court. Colby settles back into the 2-3 zone. High post Strine. Lefty dribble into the paint. Pulls up 5-footer off the back rim. No. Rebound tip. And Emma Wright's got it amidst the trees for Colby. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Lady Eagles in front. 16-14. Jones left wing between the circles for Curry. Curry fakes a pass and drives. Into the paint she goes. Bounce pass on the no-look for Stanley, who lays it up and in. Oh, what a finish, and what a pass on the no-look bounce pass from Emma Curry. First two for Bren Stanley. Colby back up by 4. 18-14, Colby in front. Felker stops her dribble at the foul line. Out to the right wing for Lotta. Now back to Felker up top. Foul line for Strine, left wing for Rumford. Back across for Lotta. Thinking about a deep three. Hoists it up, knocks it down. Amber Lotta, just a 22% foul, 3-point strip, and taken away by Brooke Strine of Scott City. Lotta into the front court for the visitors with 3:15 to play in the first half. Felker has it right wing, top of the key, Strine. McKee challenging, hands as high as he can reach him to guard the 6-footer. Lotta around the screen, stops right wing, back in the right corner. Torrey 4-3. That's good. Scott City, not known for their three-point shooting, but they've knocked down 4 here in the first half. And they cut the Colby lead back down to 1. 21-20, 2:50 left here in the half. Curry on the drive down the right lane, and she's fouled on the runner. 2 free throws coming for Emma Curry. The foul on Amber Lotta, that's her second. Emma Curry a chance for free throws, but first, a timeout called by Scott City. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with 2:49 to play in the first half. Colby 21, Scott City 20. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
If you're thinking about a career change, consider becoming a physical therapist assistant. The Colby Community College PTA program is enrolling students now who want to help others while enjoying job security in a field that's expected to grow by 26% over the next decade. Contact CCC today and become a PTA in just 1 to 2 years. Classes are starting soon. Go to the Academics tab at colbycc.edu. Colby Community College Challenge. Create. Connect.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Emma Curry at the free throw line for Colby out of the timeout. 2:49 to play in the first half. Colby leading Scott City 21-20. Emma's first free throw drops in. Colby doing a fine job getting to the free throw line. This will be their 7th free throw attempt of the night. And Emma sinks them both. She's got 5 first half points. Colby is 6 of 7 from the stripe, and their lead is back to 3, 23-20. Hustling into the front court is Scott City's Erica Felker. Tried to pass to the right wing, got deflected, came through to Ford. Back with Felker, skips at top of the key. An open 3 for Rumford on the way is short. Long rebound is tipped by Felker. It comes back to Rumford. Now Strine stops left baseline. Skip pass up top for a leaping Felker. Checked by Logan Nolan. Back with Strine at the foul line, right wing to Ford. She comes off a screen to the foul line. Swings it left side for Rumford. Baseball pass across into the right corner for Cup. Now down low, spinning is Strine. Turnaround jumper, too strong off the glass. Rebound to Rumford, unboxed out on the weak side, and she sticks it back up and in. 7 points for Ella Rumford to lead the way for Scott City, and it's back to a 1-point game. 23-22 Colby, approaching 2 minutes to play in the first half. Right corner, Briley McKee is open for 3. Swish! Briley McKee from downtown, just her 4th made 3 of the season. Colby matches their largest lead, 26-22. Felker, short corner right, drives the baseline, shoots a runner, draws the foul on the miss. Euro stepped her way to an 8-foot shot and got fouled by the closeout defender, Anna Starbuck, or check that, 34, Brendan Stanley. Starbuck's not out there. Starbuck has a foul already. Stanley picks up her first. Free throw in and out for Felker on her first try. Felker had been 2 for 2 from the line. Minute 47 to go here in the first half. Felker splits the pair. 26-23, Colby by 3. Final stages of this first half. It's Nolan, Jones, McKee, Curry, and Stanley for the Lady Eagles. McKee has it right corner, and they're guarding her out there now after they did last time and paid the price. Now it's with Jones between the circles, being chased by 2 defenders in the zone. Jones a crossover and the drive into the paint. Floater up off the front rim, no. Rebounded by Cup for Scott City. Lady Beavers want to run. Up ahead, it's Felker. Cut off and forced out to the right wing by Nolan. Now picks up the dribble and bounces it for Strine at the foul line. She fakes, steps to the left elbow. Bank shot too strong. And rising for the board is Emma Curry for Colby. Approaching 1 minute to play in the first half. Colby by 3, 26-23 in this GWAC contest. McKee right corner. Out to the wing for Jones. Back to McKee. She's open again for 3. Off the front rim. Long rebound to Rumford. She starts it ahead up the right side for the Lady Beavers. 45 seconds left in the half. Felker for Strine. Handoff to Felker on the drive. Stripped to the ball. Collides with Curry. Loose ball on the floor. Fought for. Felker falls down. The ball comes to Cup left corner. Cup is hassled. Loses the ball. It's off of Cup, out of bounds. Colby ball. That was a scrum more than a basketball possession, but it ends with Colby coming the other way. As Mallory Cup departs for Scott City, she's replaced by Brinley Stevens. First action for the 5'6" sophomore. Final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Brooklyn Jones taking her time, walking the ball across the midline. Just did get there before the 10-second violation. Double team lurking on Jones. Crossover, beats the defenders, off a screen to the left wing. Now a no-look pass to the top of the key. Curry, catch and shoot 3. Bullseye! Emma Curry from downtown for the second time in a half. 29-23 Colby. Final 8 seconds of the first half. Long pass into the front court, tipped away by Jones. Out of bounds along the left sideline with 4 seconds left. Colby wants to make a change. They send Allie Flanagan in. Her first action, the 5'5" freshman replacing Logan Nolan. Erica Felker to inbound. Free throw line extended on the left. 4 ticks left in the half. Inbound caught by Stevens, quickly to Strine, turnaround, foul line jumper, off the mark, rebounded by Brooklyn Jones. She flings it 90 feet the other direction, wide left of the basket. And that's the end of the first half. The Colby Lady Eagles take a 6-point lead into the locker room, having scored more points tonight than they did in each of their last 2 games in total. Colby 29, Scott City 23 at the intermission here on senior night at the Colby Event Center. We're back with the Cornerstone Ag halftime show after this. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans with Western State Bank in Colby. If you're looking for a commercial or ag loan, stop by and see Matt Smith or myself at our home on the range, 1750 South Range in Colby. If you're too busy to come see us, we'd be glad to come to your place of business or farm. If you're in the market for a home loan or would like to refinance and take advantage of the current low home loan rates, come in and see Janice Cates to learn about all the home loan products at Western State Bank in Colby. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Pain can affect everyone. It pays no attention to age, body type, or gender. This is Dr. Kristen Parker with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. We treat patients of all ages from infants to the elderly using tried and true traditional techniques and our constantly updated advanced technology. I see pregnancy patients on a regular basis as well, with safe treatments that often bring much needed comfort. Effective, comfortable, and professional care for all at Northwest Kansas Chiropractic Clinic. Learn more at nwkchiro.com.
This is the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on coverage of the Colby Eagles on radio. 100.3 The Ride.
Halftime at the Palace on the Plains, the Colby Event Center. Colby 29, Scott City 23 in this Great West Activities Conference girls basketball clash. One with significant seeding implications for the bottom half of the Goodland Sub-State, with postseason just 3 games away for Colby and 2 away for Scott City. Own coming from Brooklyn Jones to lead 10-8. Scott City then got back-to-back baskets, led 12-10. But Colby would score the final 5 points of the first quarter, including another 3-ball from Emma Curry and a pair of free throws from Elizabeth Barton, making her first appearance in a game since January 4th. That gave Colby a 15-12 lead after 1. Colby would extend it to 4 points on a couple of early occasions, but again, Scott City was feeling it from behind the arc, hitting a pair of 3-pointers. Tori Ford's 3, making it a 1-point game at 21-20 with 3 minutes left in the half. Colby got a 3 of their own. It was from Brooklyn Jones, and then Briley McKee knocked one down to make it 26-20 or 26-22. Scott City made a free throw, and then Colby got a half closing free from Curry out on the left wing. Colby knocked down 5 first half 3-pointers, and they have a 6-point lead to show for, 29-23. Halftime numbers when we return. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. McKee Inc. helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call McKee Inc. to hear more about how we can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 785-462-3132.
McDonald's is food you buckle in with your seatbelt deal. And there's no reason not to take that extra precaution, because a meal from McDonald's is not just a meal. It's often your most precious cargo.
Enjoy one of our $3 bundles, like a hot and spicy McChicken or 6-piece Chicken McNuggets, each paired with small fries. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
People's State Bank offers 10 convenient locations statewide. Whether you're looking for a loan, personal or business accounts, ATMs, mobile banking, or bill pay, PSB wants to help you. At People's State Bank, we take pride in our communities. Check us out at psbbanks.com. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op and their 8 locations in Colby, Dresden, Gem, Grainfield, Hoxie, Levant, Park, and Selden are here to give you the service you need and deserve. High Plains Co-op is there for all of your grain, feed, and fuel needs. Get the latest in markets, ag news, and information by visiting their website, highplainscoop.com. That's hi-plainscoop.com. Continuing to stand with you is High Plains Co-op.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Colby 29, Scott City 23. Your score at the intermission here at the Colby Event Center. Game 1 of our Colby Eagle basketball doubleheader tonight here on 100.3 The Ride. The Lady Eagles on top of Scott City. Your halftime scoring numbers here on the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. Scott City had 6 different players into the score column. Ella Rumford leading the way with 7 points. It was 4 points for Brooke Strine, 3 apiece for Amber Lotta, Tori Ford, Erica Felker, and Allie Patton. Colby had 6 different players score as well. Brooklyn Jones leading the way, 13 points. She's gone over 1,100 points in her career. She's at 11:01 now after 13 first-half points, including a pair of threes. Emma Curry with a pair of first-half threes as well. She has 8 points. It was 3 points for Briley McKee, 2 apiece for Elizabeth Barton and Bren Stanley, and 1 point for Logan Nolan. Colby by 6 at the intermission. This is a big one for seeding purposes for Sub-State. We'll see how the second half unfolds after we take this break. You've been listening to the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. This is Colby Eagle Basketball. The Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
The Start Something New sales event is in full swing at Colby Dodge. Why not start off the year with a new vehicle? Save up to $2,500 off MSRP on a custom order at Colby Dodge this month. Stop by and learn how easy it is to order a new vehicle built just for you and your needs. Visit with a salesperson today for more information. Visit us in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
A new year means new beginnings, so why not start 2022 off on the right foot with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Organize and optimize your place or space with Holmes totes and or sturdy shelving units now on sale. Purchase and save while you can on lumber to finally finish that home improvement project you've been putting off. And don't forget Hoover's also cuts and programs dealership quality car keys and fobs in just minutes. Start your new year off right with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby.
Taco John's changed the chicken game with our fried chicken taco. Now, taste our greatest chicken innovation yet. Behold, new fried chicken tenders. Crispy, all-white meat chicken redesigned without the tortilla for a sleeker feasting experience. Optimized with powerful sauces to achieve maximum yum per dip by the 5, 10, or 20 pack. Upgrade to our newest menu item today, fried chicken tenders from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download our app for exclusive deals.
Technology sure has changed since the mid-90s. Even though times have changed and technology has vastly improved,
thank God,
the quality sales and service team at Office Works at Home Furnishings continues to be the best in the Northwest at making your office work. They provide the prompt professional service on site and in their shop. Plus, they got anything your office may need, from desks and printers all the way down to that pen with a chain on it. Call for sales or service at 462-2222 or come see their showroom on South Range in Colby.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Ready for the start of the third quarter from the Colby Event Center. Dan Lucero back with you. Colby 29, Scott City 23. Both teams will send their starting fives out onto the floor to start the third quarter. For Colby, that's Brooklyn Jones, Briley McKee, Logan Nolan at the guards, Emma Curry and Brendan Stanley at the forward spots. For Scott City, Erica Felker, Amber Lotta, Allie Patton the guards, Ella Rumford and Brooke Strine up front. Colby ball left to right, we're underway. In the third quarter, Emma Curry has it on the left wing. Lob into the post, caught by Brendan Stanley with position, floats it up and in. I think that was intended for Brooklyn Jones. It was overthrown, but Stanley had position and a seal in the middle of the paint and floated it through to give Colby their largest lead, 31-23. 20 seconds in to the second half. And a fine start for the Lady Eagles. Right corner, Patton fakes the three, works it around instead. Rumford fakes up top, feeds a cutter down the right baseline. Patton missed the layup. Flying in for the board is Curry. Patton rips it away, missed the second chance, and the rebound out of bounds off of Colby. Scott City's size disruptive on the offensive glass there. Third chance opportunity coming for the visitors. Felker and Downing hoop to her right. Finds Strine. Low block left. She missed the layup. Rebound volleyballed around. Comes to Felker top of the key. Long two from the foul line for Felker. Partially blocked, I believe, by McKee. And rebounded by Curry. Frantic defensive possession there for Colby, but they get the stop. Stanley top of the key for the Lady Eagles. Holds the ball above her head. Coming to take the handoff is Brooklyn Jones. Lefty dribble for Jones to the elbow. Lost control. Gets it back. Keeps the bounce. Between the circles, Jones, a crossover to the left hand. Driving on Felker. Shot blocked by Felker. Rebound gathered by Lotta, and Scott City wants to run. It's Lotta going it alone past two defenders, and she lays it in with the right hand. Amber Lotta coast to coast for the hoop. She's got 5 points for Scott City. Colby's lead back to 6, 31-25. 6:35 to play here in the third. Stanley top of the key for Colby. Fakes an entry pass, hands off to Jones. Off a screen, Jones goes left, gets by Felker, teardrop floater, missed short, got fouled. Free throws coming for Brooklyn Jones. The foul called on Felker, her first on either team in the half. Colby is a team 6 of 7 from the free throw line in the first half. Scott City was 5 of 6. Brooklyn's first free throw on the way, and it rolls in off the front rim. Again, tonight has gone over 1,100 career points. Crossed the 1,000-point mark back on January 28th at Holcomb and has not stopped scoring. Both free throws go for Jones. 8-point lead for Colby, 33-25. 6:20 and counting to play in the third. Lotta with a lefty dribble into the front court. McKee defending tightly, and in fact too tightly. She's called for a reach-in foul. Second on Briley McKee, first on Colby in the half. Patton to trigger. Top of the arc extended on the left. Finds Lotta. Colby staying in that matchup zone. McKee at the top of it. Strine finds Lotta right wing. McKee stayed with her. Now off a screen. Felker, top of the key, fires up a three and hits. Erica Felker from downtown, a 33% three-point shooter, cuts the Colby lead down to 5, 33-28. Fifth made three of the night for Scott City. Stanley between the circles for Colby. Hands off to Jones. Jones off the screen, driving on Felker, leans into Felker, called for the offensive foul. Second foul on Jones, second on Colby. Turnover number 5 for the Lady Eagles. And that time, Felker knew that Jones wanted to go left. That's what she'd done on the last 2 possessions. Lotta into the front court for Scott City. Stripped to the ball by McKee, but Lotta able to get it back. Comes around a screen, stops left wing, kicks out top of the arc for Brooke Strine. Looking left, Strine flips it to Lotta to reset the offense. McKee out watching her as Colby shifts to man-to-man. Now Lotta on the drive with the right hand. Into the paint she goes, and she's fouled on the runner. And McCurry, the help defender, called for the infraction. Her second foul. Third team foul on Colby in the half already. And Amber Lotta heading to the free throw line where she is just about automatic, an 83% foul shooter. First one coming for Lotta. Right-handed release. And it kicks off the back rim. No good. Sub for Colby, Elizabeth Barton back into the game, replacing Briley McKee. Colby looking for a defensive jolt. McKee working hard at the top of the key, and now that will be Barton's role and one that she has excelled at. Second free throw for Lotta coming, and that one swishes through. She splits the pair. Colby's lead, as big as 8, cut in half, down to 4. 33-29, 5:20 left in the third. Barton takes a pass right corner. Jones posting up. Pass into the post. Stolen away. Lotta read the mail. Rather, that was Rumford who knew exactly where Colby was going with that ball. Now Lotta the other way. Collides with the defender. Tosses up the runner off the glass and draws the foul. Foul on Stanley. Her second. Colby's fourth. And Amber Lotta can make it a 1-point game here. Colby getting a little loose with the basketball. And Scott City making a run. Sub for Colby, Anna Starbuck into the game, replacing Stanley. And Lotta just made 1 out of 2 at the line. Her free throw here. Swirls around, wouldn't drop. Rebounded by Brooklyn Jones. 33-31 Colby. Scott City on a 6-0 run. 3 minutes gone in the third. Jones off a high screen, goes right. Into a double team, steps back, now accelerates, goes by Felker, missed the runner, but got fouled. And Brooklyn Jones is going back to the charity stripe. That foul on Felker, her second, team foul number 2 on Scott City. Jones 3 for 3 at the line tonight. First try up, in and out. Well, if they made them all, even the best free throw shooters, then they'd be 100% foul shooters. Jones, 83%, has missed one here. She makes the second. Has a game-high 16 points. And Colby's lead is 3, 34-31. Barton ready to greet Felker at midcourt. She gets rid of it to Lotta, high left. Now Barton switches on to Lotta defensively. Goes for the steal, gets called for the foul. Barton's second. Team foul number 5 already on Colby. Not even 3.5 minutes into the third, and they are in danger of allowing Scott City to shoot a lot of free throws. Patton inbounding along the left sideline in for Lotta. Lotta turns the corner with a right-hand dribble into the paint. Stripped to the ball, and it comes to Brooklyn Jones underneath. Now Jones was nearly stripped by Lotta, who didn't give up on the play, but Jones able to get the ball away to Logan Nolan, who brings it ahead for Colby. Turnover number 5 for Scott City. Curry, left wing. All kinds of space for 3. Bullseye! Third 3 of the night for Emma Curry. She's got 11. 37-31. Colby back up 6. 4:15 to play in the third. Just an acre of space for Curry to shoot in. She will never hesitate to pull that trigger. Felker down the left baseline into the paint. Lost the ball. Her defender fell down, and that allowed the space to lay it up and in. Curry was looking for the charge. Didn't get the whistle, and Felker scores. She's got 8. And cuts the Colby lead to 37-33. Halfway through the third quarter here at the Colby Event Center. Brooklyn Jones spins into a double team, kick to Curry, up top for three. Off the back rim, and it drops! Shooter's bounce for Emma Curry. She's got 4 threes tonight. 40-33 Lady Eagles. 3:40 left in the third. Straight up off the back rim and straight down through the net. And now Elizabeth Barton with the steal at midcourt. Pick the pocket of Lotta. Barton in trouble, gets it away to Nolan between the circles. Down to Jones, right wing. No look pass to Curry. Down the right baseline. Across left corner. Barton for three. Off the back rim. Oh, the place would have erupted. And then a travel called on the rebound as Lotta grabbed the board but dragged the pivot foot before she started her dribble. And Scott City wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with 3:18 to play in the third. Colby 40, Scott City 33. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Rip's worn out, and it needs replaced. Who are you gonna call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing of Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call
Roof Masters!
Have you been thinking of making the switch to Next Step Wireless, but you're stuck in an agreement with your current provider? We'll pay off your phone for up to $1,000. Yes, really! You'll also receive up to $829 off the smartphone of your choice. That includes the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G or iPhone 13. That's not the only reason to switch to Next Step Wireless. Experience wireless built by Kansans for Kansans. Come visit, call, or text at 877-621-2600. We are Kansas.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Colby ball out of the timeout. The inbound comes to Logan Nolan under the hoop. She dribbles out of trouble. Stripped of the ball by Erica Felker. It goes out of bounds along the far left sideline. Colby to keep it in the front court. Leading Scott City 40-33 with 3:15 to play here in the third quarter. Emma Curry to inbound. And flings it into the paint. Caught by Brooklyn Jones. Off balance floater up and in. A risky pass, but a great catch in traffic by Jones. And she finishes. She's got 18 points. Colby has their largest lead at 42-33. 3 minutes to play in the third. Left corner Felker drives the baseline. Into traffic. Hacked across the arm on a reach-in by Anna Starbuck. That's her second and Colby's sixth. So with 2:58 left in the third, Scott City is in the bonus. And they were a good foul shooting team. 71% on the year, 6 of 9 tonight. Felker inbounding, hoop to her left. Finds Rumford, low block right, spins away from the basket, bounces out to the wing for Lotta. She penetrates and pops from 10 feet. That's an air ball, but Felker's there for the loose ball rebound. Cup. Back out to Rumford. High post left to Brooke Strong. Coming in, looking to draw a charge. She wasn't set, but the official didn't call anything there. Just giving the ball back to Scott City. Quick inbound, caught by Strine. Back to Felker. Long two from the left corner is an air ball. And on the rebound, it's tipped out of bounds by Starbuck. And Starbuck comes up a little bit gimpy on her right ankle, but she's all right. She'll stay in the game. Another chance here for Scott City. 2:07 to play in the third, down by 9. Felker again inbounded. Quick into Cup. Backing her way in, lost the ball. It's loose, rolling on the floor. It's out of bounds off of Colby. Lady Eagles defending their hearts out, but can't get a break on this possession. Now Cup inbounds along the left sideline. Free throw line extended. Into Felker in the corner. An open three on the way, yes. They lost Erica Felker on the inbounds play, and all of those bad bounces, Scott City cashes into 3 points. Cuts the Colby lead to 6. 42-36, minute 50 left in the third. Put a pin in that possession. Curry left wing for Colby, 30 feet out, feeds the post. It's Jones going baseline, righty floater, left it short. Rebounded by Brooke Strine. Into the front court, it's Lotta hustling her way to the basket. Righty runner up and good. It will not count. Offensive foul. That time, Emma Curry held her ground, set her feet, and drew the charge. Lotta's third, team foul number 3 on Scott City. And now Yancey Walker wants a timeout for Colby. This is a full timeout, so we will take it with 1:31 to play in the third. Colby 42, Scott City 36. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
The new school year is underway, and you made sure your kids got all the supplies they needed to be successful. Backpacks, pens, paper, pencils, notebooks. But did you make sure that they had the visual tools they needed to be successful? Hi, this is Dr. Sam Funk with Funk Optometry in Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie. And studies show that up to 80% of learning is visual. Make sure your kids have the visual tools they need to be successful. Call my office today to make an appointment in Colby, Atwood, or Hoxie. And let's make this a successful school year.
A little rain isn't going to stop you. When it comes to protecting your farm's inventories, livestock, and equipment, we'll make sure your buildings work just as hard as you do. We're your local Butler builder. With us, you'll get the advanced engineering of Butler Manufacturing, the industry's leading provider of building systems. Give us a call. We're your local Butler builder.
In Northwest Kansas, call Stevens Construction at 785-462-7571 to discover the difference a Butler building can make.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Colby ball out of the timeout. The inbound comes into Brooklyn Jones against some pressure. She turns and burns up the left side. Colby ball with a 6-point lead, 42-36 with a minute 20 to play in the third. A wide open three for Emma Curry from the left corner. Nothing but net. Fifth three of the night for Curry. She's got a season-high 17. 45-36. Lady Eagles back up by 9, matching their largest lead. Lotta left wing, inside for Strine. She kicks out left corner to Patton. Back in, looking for Strine. Poked away by Starbuck and right to Emma Curry. Ninth Scott City turnover. Final minute of the third. Colby led by 6 at the half. They're up by 9. Curry left wing feeds a cutter, looking for Jones, and she's fouled on the catch by Erica Felker. That's Felker's third. Team foul number 4 on Scott City. Sub for Scott City, Ella Rumford had taken a brief rest. She's coming back in, replacing Brooke Strine. For Colby, Bryn Stanley in for Anna Starbuck. Also checking in for Scott City, Mallory Cupp. She will replace Erica Felker. So it's Lotta, Cupp, and Ford at the guards right now, with Patton and Rumford in the post. Inbound left corner for Jones for Colby from underneath. Back into the corner for Curry. Open for another three. Bullseye! Emma Curry is scalding hot. She's got 20. 48-36 Lady Eagles. 40 seconds left in the third. Rumford high post. Fakes the long two. Kick out to Lotta. She stops her dribble. Skip pass right corner to Patton. A three on the way, and that hits. 3-point shooting, keeping Scott City in it. Patton's second three of the night. Cuts it back to 9. 48-39 Lady Eagles. Final 20 seconds of the third quarter. In the front court, Jones pitches to Curry between the circles with 13 seconds. Right wing for Logan Nolan. In the right corner, Jones. Stanley posting up. Jones takes to the wing with 5. With 4. Jones one-on-one with Cupp. Crosses to the left. Drives into 2 defenders. Throws up an off-balance runner. It misses everything, and that's the end of quarter number 3. Colby is led by as many as a dozen. Emma Curry knocking down 4 threes in the quarter. It's a 9-point game, 48-39 Colby as we go to the fourth here at the Colby Event Center. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Every day, farmers make decisions affecting their operation, whether it's managing input costs, upgrading equipment, or purchasing that quarter of land next door. Farm Credit is here to help. Farm Credit of Western Kansas has a knowledgeable staff to help make financial sense of each decision. We offer a variety of loan products, including operating lines of credit, fixed-rate mortgages, and equipment loans for that new tractor or combine. Make a decision to see a Farm Credit lender in Colby or call us at 785-462-6714.
Today on Hey Culligan, better water that cares. Jane's on the line.
Hey Culligan, how can I avoid using all those plastic water bottles that harm the sea turtles?
Jane, our always-on drinking water system helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year. So, you see, Culligan cares about sea turtles, too.
Aw, plastic pollutes and Culligan cures.
That's catchy, Jane, and totally true.
I'll take it, like now.
Jane, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
See your local Culligan dealer, Shepard's Water Conditioning in Goodland and Colby.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Fourth quarter underway from the Colby Event Center here on 100.3 The Ride, KRDQ Colby. Colby leading Scott City 48-39. Amber Lotta on the drive. Righty runner, too strong off the glass. Rebound juggled around, comes to Ella Rumford for Scott City. Out to Erica Felker. Pass top of the key, stolen. Elizabeth Barton with the theft. Barton on the break, to the basket. Blocked from behind and out of bounds. What a super hustle play by Amber Lotta to deny the layup. but Colby keeps the possession. Lady Eagles have led by as many as a dozen. They've got 20 points, a season high from Emma Curry, and 18 from Brooklyn Jones. The two seniors enjoying their senior night so far. Inbound flung to the top of the key for Emma Wright. Now Logan Nolan between the circles. Brooklyn Jones off the floor for the stretch for Colby. It's Nolan, Wright, and Barton at the guard spots. Nolan, top of the key. Step back three on the way. Left it short off the front rim. Stanley tried to save the rebound, but could not. 35 seconds into the fourth. Colby leads 48-39. Lady Eagles led by 3 midway through the fourth in Scott City back on December 17th. Gave up a 9-0 run, lost it by 4. Scott City hoping for a similar run here tonight. Lotta left wing, down low to Strine. Shoots over a double team. An air ball. The rebound is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Scott City. Patton deflected it away from Nolan. Knocked Nolan to the deck. No foul, but Colby gets possession. And Brooklyn Jones comes to the table 50 seconds into the fourth, replacing Logan Nolan. A short breather for Colby's leading scorer, right at her season average tonight with 18 points. Jones into the front court, directing traffic, beckoning a teammate for a screen. Now hands off to Elizabeth Barton between the circles. Barton angles right, fires into the right corner for Emma Wright. She holds it above her head. Nothing there in the post. She now bounces inside with position. Stanley, layup block, got her own rebound. Kick out Barton, up top for 3. Left it short, long rebound, snatched by Lotta, and Scott City with numbers the other way. A 2-on-2 developing as Lotta pulls up, 5-footer in the paint, rattles in. Amber Lotta having a big second half. She's got 10 points, 7 of them in the half. Colby's lead down to 7, 48-41, 6.5 minutes left. Jones for Colby, stops her dribble, high left, feeds a cutter. Stanley down the lane, kick out right wing through the legs of Wright, but she's able to pick it up. Back to Jones between the circles. Brooklyn Jones works the dribble. Felker giving her some space out near midcourt, now comes up to guard. High screen from Stanley, cross over to the left hand for Jones. Backing away, now driving again with the left hand. Into the paint, righty runner, up and in! Float game strong for Brooklyn Jones. She's got 20, 50-41 Lady Eagles. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Scott City into the front court on the right wing. It's Patton, top of the key for Rumford. Drives past Barton into the paint. Kick out left corner. Lotta fakes a 3. Steps in for the 2. Got blocked by Curry, but they called her for a foul. Curry felt like she got all ball. Shrugged at the official when he blew the whistle, but she picks up her third personal and sends Amber Lotta to the free throw line. Lotta tonight, 1 out of 3. Scott City is a team, 6 of 9. First free throw on the way for Lotta, off the back rim. An uncharacteristic off night for an 83% foul shooter. Sub for Colby, it's Logan Nolan checking in. Elizabeth Barton departing. She has made an impact in limited minutes tonight. Her first game back since January 4th. Missing 10 games with a right toe injury. Lotta's second free throw rattles in. And the Colby lead is down to 8, 50-42 with 5:45 left. And Lotta gets a breather, replaced by Tori Ford. I don't imagine it will be a long rest for the senior guard Amber Lotta, who has been probably the most influential of the Lady Beavers in this second half. Colby into the front court. Nolan for Wright in the right corner. Flings it back out to Nolan right wing. She was open, didn't take the shot. Puts it on the deck instead. Ford guarding. Nolan now chased back towards midcourt, but being given plenty of space. Nolan working the dribble. Finds right corner. Bounce pass inside. It's caught by Stanley. Double team. Back out to Wright in the corner. She takes it out to Safe Haven on the wing. Skip pass to Nolan high left. Colby content to eat a little clock here. They've burned 35 seconds and counting on this possession with a 50-42 lead. We approach 5 minutes to play. Now an entry pass out of the right corner from Wright is snatched away by Erica Felker. Turnover number 7 for Colby. On the run, colliding, offensive foul! Patton colliding with Curry, and for the second time tonight, Emma Curry draws the charge. Patton's third foul, team foul number 5 on Scott City. And as predicted, it was not a long rest for Amber Lotta. She checks back in, replacing Patton. 4:57 left in the game. Colby 50, Scott City 42. The ramifications of this game for Colby as far as seeding for the sub-state are massive. They have a chance to move up from 7th to 6th with a win here and then one more win. And a Scott City loss to Goodland in their finale. Brooklyn Jones has it left wing. Back to Nolan, top of the key. Steps into a long jumper. Off the mark from 3. Rebound fought for, and a jump ball whistled. Colby has the arrow. Stanley had her hands on it. Lotta nearly had it ripped away, but the whistle came just in time. And now Yancey Walker wants a timeout on the Colby bench. It's a full. We will take it with 4:35 to play. Colby 50, Scott City 42. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
One of the largest selection of combines in the entire Midwest is right now at your local John Deere American Implement dealer. Now, with the big selection of used machines, they're all clean, they're ready to roll, they have the service and parts team behind them. They're priced to sell with incentives like low financing, plus amazing lease deals. Yes, combines, plus tractors, sprayers, grain carts, and more at 16 different locations. Contact your local favorite salesman at your local American John Deere dealer. American Implement.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Prearranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of, from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
4:35 to play in the fourth quarter. Colby 50, Scott City 42. Lady Eagles have led since a 6-0 run late first, early second quarter, and have led by as many as a dozen. They have the ball in the front court. Brooklyn Jones pops free, low block right, dribbling, lost it off her shin, but it comes to Emma Wright out on the right wing, and now Jones has it high right, resetting the offense. Erica Felker guarding her one-on-one. Bounce pass, Brendan Stanley between the circles. Stanley holds it above her head, feeds a cutter right through the paint, kick left corner. Logan Nolan for three. Left it short, may have been partially blocked, but Brendan Stanley runs down the rebound. Out to Emma Wright, right wing. Approaching the midway point of this fourth quarter. Colby having trouble generating offense, just 2 points so far in this quarter. Stanley for Wright between the circles, off a screen. Wright stops, left elbow. Pass into the corner. Logan Nolan comes to catch. And Nolan resets between the circles with the dribble. Now bounces for Stanley. Colby bringing that post out. Stanley feeding the cutter pass, deflected by Rumford and stolen away. They were looking for Emma Wright on the back door. Instead, it's turnover number 8. Scott City can make it a 2-possession game with a hoop on this trip. Torrey Ford pitches right wing. Lotta lost it out of bounds. Just fumbled it away. Turnover number 12 for Scott City. Mallory Cup is back in for Scott City. Torrey Ford departs. 3:37 to play. Colby 50, Scott City 42. Just the 5th time this year that Colby has scored 50-plus. Their first time since beating Norton 52-51 on February 1st. Brooklyn Jones has it high left for Colby. Drives with the left hand. By a defender. Floater with the right. Left it short. Felker rebounds. Scott City can run. 2-on-1 developing. Felker with Lotta. Felker now forced to peel out as Colby hustled back defensively. Lotta in the left corner for Cup. Skips it across for Patton. Driving kick right corner. Felker an open three. She buries it. 14 for Erica Felker to lead Scott City, and it's a 5-point game with 3 minutes left. 50-45. 8 made 3 tonight for Scott City. Colby has made 9. Nolan off a high screen from Curry. Can't shake Lotta. Now a crossover left to right gives her some space, and she finds Emma Wright in front of the Colby bench right side. Wright brings the dribble out near midcourt, delivers to Brendan Stanley. Now Brooklyn Jones has it. Jones again on the drive. To the basket she goes. Righty runner up off the rim and in. Brooklyn Jones with a game-high 22 points and a big answer for Colby. They're back up 7, 52-45, 2.5 minutes to play here at the Event Center. Patton on the high post right. Back to the cutter, Lotta down the baseline, into a defender, runner up and short, but she's fouled. Foul on Logan Nolan, her first. Team foul number 8 on Colby. Scott City in the bonus. Lotta's had a tough night at the line, 2 for 5. Shooting 2 here with 2:22 left. First free throw on the way. Swish. Veteran head coach Amy Felker with some instructions for the sophomore guard Mallory Cup at the Scott City sideline before this second free throw from Lotta. It's on the way. It swishes through. Lotta's got 13, 10 and a half. Back to a 5-point game, 52-47 Colby. Colby just 4 points in this quarter. Going to have to close it out with some offense. Right in the right corner for the Lady Eagles. One dribble out to Jones on the wing. Off a screen. Brooklyn Jones, lefty dribble, behind the back to the right, in the paint, kick right corner, an open three, Emma Wright, off the back rim, long rebound, caught by Patton. Scott City can make it a one-possession game here with under 2 minutes left. At midcourt, a reach-in foul called on Emma Wright. Going for a steal on Lotta and putting the person you don't want to put at the line at the line. That is Emma Wright's first foul, team foul number 9, a 1-and-1 coming for Lotta with 1:55 to go. And Colby led by as many as 12 in the third, but Scott City can make it 3 here with Lotta at the line. Front end of the 1-and-1. Nothing but net. Safe to say she has found the touch at the free throw line. Second free throw on the way for the senior. She hits both. 15 for Lotta to lead the way for Scott City. 52-49 Colby. Lady Eagles led a lead in the fourth quarter. City in December. Can they avoid here? Brooklyn Jones with the handle between the circles. Guarded by Felker. Pitch to Stanley, top of the key. The back door not there. A hand off to Jones instead. Chased by 2 defenders. She feeds a cutter. Stanley down the lane. Blocked and fouled. Lot of ball at the top. Body down low. Ella Runford picks up the second. Team foul number 6. And Bren Stanley shooting 2 big free throws. She's just 1 for 6 at the line this year. With 1:33 to go. First free throw for Bren on the way. Off the back rim. Teammates gather around Stanley, give the freshman some encouragement. Colby 9 of 12 at the line as a team tonight. One more free throw for Bren Stanley to make it a 2-possession game. A lane violation, and the most obvious one in the history of basketball, committed by Erica Felker before the shot. It missed, but Felker was in the lane before Stanley had even thought about shooting the basketball. I've never seen anyone that early into the lane before. So another chance for Stanley. The second free throw. Off the mark, loose ball rebound, controlled by Scott City. It's a one-possession game, 52-49 Colby, 1.5 to go. Right corner, Felker 3 for the tie, she hits. It's a 7-0 run, and this game is tied at 52 with 1:15 to go. Colby led 48-39. It's been all Scott City since. In this fourth quarter, Jones on the drive, feeds a cutter, ball poked away. Cup with the steal on the pass. And now Scott City, their first lead since 12-10. Final minute of the game. Felker right corner. Curry out on her. Now Lotta right wing. Back to Felker in the corner. Colby in the 2-3 zone. Rumford up top. Back to Felker. 44 seconds. Curry with both hands up in the air defensively. Back with Lotta between the circles. Nolan out to challenge. Back with Felker, 35 seconds. On the drive, it's Cup down the baseline. Cup lost the handle. Traveling called. Colby ball. Anna Starbuck checks in for Bren Stanley for Colby. 29 seconds left. Game tied at 52. How's this for drama for your senior night? Colby's 2 seniors, Jones and Curry, have combined for 42 points. Will it be one of them who plays the hero in the final seconds of regulations? Jones walking it forward. Midline with 20 seconds. Accelerates to the bench. Yancey Walker wants a timeout. Jones picks up the dribble. Defenders descend, and a foul or whistle is blown, and it is the timeout. Yancey Walker waited as long as he could and called the timeout with 12 seconds left. It's a full timeout, but we'll keep it here with 12 seconds to play in quarter number 4. Scott City has rallied back from a 12-point second-half deficit to tie this game at 52. And it's been Erica Felker and Amber Lotta, their outstanding backcourt duo, who have led the way, as those two have 13, in fact, all 13 of Scott City's points here in this fourth quarter. But Colby has the ball with a chance to win it. With 12 seconds left, hard to imagine this doesn't come down to something for Brooklyn Jones. Scott City likely to sag their big defenders, Rumford and Strine. one or both of them into the lane and have them shuttle in to try and take away the layup. We'll see if another defender collapses. Maybe Jones can find a shooter on the perimeter. Emma Curry has had the hot hand for Colby from deep. She's made 6 threes, but has not scored in the fourth quarter. Colby at just 4 fourth-quarter points. Curry and Jones out there with Nolan, Stanley, and Starbuck. So Colby goes 2 bigs. Just 1 big out there. The inbound is a lob. Fumbled by Starbuck. She runs it down back to Jones. Jones being chased by 2 defenders down to 8 seconds. Jones trying to turn the corner and cannot, but she's fouled with 5 seconds left, and that puts Colby in the bonus. A foul on Rumford, her 3rd. Team foul number 7. Brooklyn Jones to the line with 5 seconds left to shoot a 1-and-1 in a tied game. Emma Wright in for Logan Nolan for Colby. Amy Felker wants a full timeout on the Scott City sideline, and she'll take it. We'll stay here. 5 seconds to play in regulation from the event center. It's a young building, but put this on the list of thrilling finishes. There will be many of them in the years to come at the Palace on the Plains. This one on senior night for the Colby Lady Eagles has a chance to be one of them. Colby led 48-36 late in the 3rd quarter. But the offense has completely gone missing for Colby in the 4th. They've turned it over 3 times. They have missed shots. They have had shots blocked. Bren Stanley missed a pair of free throws with 1.5 minutes to go. And Erica Felker dropped a triple to tie the game, as Scott City outscoring Colby 13-4 in this quarter to level the score. But Brooklyn Jones going to the free throw line, where tonight she is 4 for 5, and she will have a 1-and-1 with a chance to put Colby back in front. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Both teams are in the bonus. Scott City's in the double bonus. And Scott City has the possession arrow. The Scott City contingent behind me at the scorer's table making noise. Brooklyn Jones shooting at the other end. Front end of the 1-and-1. Nothing but nylon. Jones puts Colby ahead with 5 seconds left. 1 more free throw to come. Brooklyn has the ball. 1 dribble, bend to the knees, release. It's in and out. Rebound is being fought for. It's loose. Jones has it on the steal. And Brooklyn Jones dribbles out the clock. Colby wins. Scott City had the rebound. There was a tussle for it underneath. And Scott City player fell down. The ball came free. It came to Brooklyn Jones. She dribbled out the clock. Amy Felker spiked her clipboard on the Scott City sideline. The Colby Lady Eagles survive on senior night for a 53-52 win over Scott City. The Lady Eagles improved to 8-10 on the year, 2-2 in the GWAC. Scott City drops their 3rd straight. They are 1-4 in GWAC play and 8-11 on the season. A thriller at the event center, and fitting on senior night that it's one of the 2 Colby seniors, Brooklyn Jones, whose free throw is the difference with 5 seconds to play. We will step aside. The Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame shows coming your way next. You're listening to Colby Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
If you find yourself wondering, do I really need life insurance? The short answer is yes. The long answer is a bit more personal. It might include things like student loan debt, car payments, mortgage payments, funeral expenses, and even tuition. No matter what stage of life you're in or what expenses you might leave behind, having insurance in place to protect your family is a smart move. Contact Farm Bureau agent David Brown or Andrew Flanagan in Colby or Atwood and learn more today. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Financial Life Insurance Company.
Harvest more of what you grow with a Case IH Axial Flow Combine from Colby Ag Center in Colby. Axial Flow Combines deliver cleaner grain samples straight from the field. That means more grain and less dockage at the elevator. And with AFS Harvest Command, you get harvesting technology that monitors changing crop conditions and proactively adjusts the combine to optimize the settings. Technology that puts more grain in the tank and money in the bank. Find it today at Colby Ag Center in Colby.
135 years and counting, Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to be your only locally chartered hometown bank. Hi, this is Kaylee Raymer with Farmers and Merchants Bank. To celebrate this milestone, we are currently offering a 35-month CD special with an APY of 1.35%. A minimum opening deposit of $10,000 is required, and it is only valid through January and February. So come on down and celebrate 135 years with a 1.35% interest rate. When you invest in us, you're investing in yourself. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Delicious food, friendly service, and a fun, relaxed atmosphere. You find it all at El Dos de Oros in Colby. Mexican favorites that your entire family can enjoy. Delicious, sizzling hot fajitas, scrumptious enchiladas, tasty tacos, burritos stuffed to the brim, and of course, the best margaritas around. That's all at El Dos de Oros. Go find them at 1921 South Range Avenue in Colby and enjoy delicious Mexican food.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
The Trojan Trading Post has a lot of items to help you show your Colby Community College pride, such as bags and totes, face masks, jewelry, blankets, and license plates. If you need something to wear, the Trojan Trading Post offers shirts, hoodies, and outerwear in men's, women's, toddler, and even newborn sizes. You can check out the selection at colbycc.edu/gear or stop by the Trojan Trading Post in the Robert Burnett Student Union on the campus of Colby Community College.
The Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show on coverage of Colby Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back into the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show on their senior night. The Colby Lady Eagles seniors saw them through to a 53-52 win tonight over Scott City. And we are joined on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show by the head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles, Yancey Walker. And Yancey, we talked before the game about you knew your seniors would have a lift tonight, and you got a season-high 20 points from Emma Curry, 23 points from Brooklyn Jones. Talk about them in general, what they mean to your program, and what they meant to your effort tonight.
Well, excuse me. You know, they're going to be two people that are all part of the program. You know, they stepped up big tonight. You know, Emma shot like she's and, you know, hit some really big shots for us to build the lead and keep it going. So, you know, and then she took charges, and then she tied up that girl at the end. I think it was her. It might have been Briley, but I think it was her. So anyway, it's just one of those things that we were able to do. You know, I mean, they both stepped up big. Brooklyn, you know, it's probably almost, you don't think that at the time, but it was probably better that she, the clock started, and then we get, you know, all that stuff happened. So, you know, it always, I guess, happens the right way, but you know, we wanted to stay aggressive. It didn't look like it, but we wanted to stay aggressive and keep running offense and stuff like that. So I was proud of the way that our girls finished the game. I thought we were more physical tonight and everything else, and that's what we've got to continue to do.
Yeah, it seemed like there were a lot of good things to build on tonight. You mentioned aggressiveness, physicality, a bit of scoring balance coming back. Do you think it was just a confidence boost tonight, getting back at home and having a little bit of a lift that gave that energy to them?
I hope so. You know, because we get to play here Thursday too. You know, we're having senior night right now, but we get to play at home on on Thursday as well. So it's always good to be here. It's a good home court advantage. I mean, you know, they shut the lights off and we play the video and everything before the game starts. So it's just a great deal.
Your seniors, as you mentioned, being honored right now. We're giving them a hand as they're all announced and everything like that. I want to get to a freshman for you, Elizabeth Barton. Limited minutes tonight, but how much of a lift did it give you to have her back in the backcourt?
You know, she does some nice things. I thought she came in and gave us nice minutes. You know, it wasn't like she, you know, she didn't set the world on fire. She didn't get 4 steals and 4 layups, but she got some crucial ones there. And so, you know, it's good to have everybody. You know, every one of the girls that played tonight contributed. And a couple of them only got a couple minutes here and there, or maybe less than that. But you can't do it without all of them. You know, that's just the whole key to the matter. You know, so And that was a smooth move, asking about Elizabeth with her mom sitting right there. Oh, yes, great, love her, all those things.
Yes.
So.
Last one for you, Coach, real quick. You win this game with 2 now left in your regular season. You've got an opportunity to move up the seeding, and you've got a chance to really, most importantly of all, end the season with some momentum going into Sub-State. But it had to start with a win tonight. How important is this one for your mentality?
It was pretty important. You know, we didn't talk about it at all, but you know, we needed to get this one tonight for Sub-State because I think that puts us in front of them. You know, they've got Goodland on Tuesday, which you have to think Goodland's probably going to get that one. You know, if they don't, it'd be pretty disappointing. But it is at Scott City, and it's probably their senior night, I would guess. So this one was pretty crucial, but you know, we've got a chance to beat. Ulysses on Thursday, and then you know you have to stay one game ahead. So I've already watched video on Cimarron too, and you know they've got a really good player, and actually they got a couple really good players. But you know we just have to. We'll have to go down there. We'll have to finish a little bit better, but especially on the road. But you know we've got a chance to have success down the stretch, and that's what you want to have.
Congrats on the win tonight, Coach.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Yancey Walker, head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles, joining us here on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. Colby a winner, 53-52 over Scott City tonight. A frantic final sequence that saw Colby give up a 7-0 run and the lead after a three-pointer by Erica Felker tied the game at 52. Colby had an opportunity at the other end, missed the shot. Scott City came down the other way with a chance to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter, but they turned it over on a travel with 29 seconds left. Colby got it into the front court, called time with 12 seconds to set up a play. It was Brooklyn Jones all the way, driving to the basket, but was fouled on a reach-in, putting Colby in the bonus. That gave Jones a 1-and-1, and the sure shot from the free throw line drained the first to put Colby in front. She missed the second. There was a scramble for the rebound, and even Yancey Walker isn't quite sure who was entirely responsible, but Emma Curry and Briley McKee were on the scene for Colby, and they reached in and disrupted the rebound, forced the ball out of the hands of the Scott City player. The loose ball rolled to Brooklyn Jones at the top of the key, and she dribbled out the final second as Colby holds on for the win to snap their three-game losing skid. And improved to 8-10 on the year, 2-2 in GWAC play. Scott City with the loss drops to 8-11, 1-4 in the GWAC. As importantly, Colby now with a half-a-game lead on Scott City for the number 6 seed in the Goodland Sub-State as Colby moves to 8-10, Scott City 8-11. Now, Colby has to win out, and either Hoisington or Russell has to lose out, or both, for Colby to have any chance to move into the 4 or the 5 position, because Hoisington is 10-7, Russell is 10-8, and then the most wins that Colby could finish with would be 10 if they win out. But this gives Colby an opportunity to move ahead of Scott City for that 6th seed, and that happens if Colby wins either one of their final 2 games and Scott City loses at Goodland, or at home against Goodland next Tuesday, or if Colby wins out, they would stay ahead of Scott City as well. That's how that breaks down as we look at the Goodland Sub-State standings. Let's get you the final individual numbers. Seniors still being honored here. Seniors from the basketball team, from the tennis team, who never got a real senior night. They're usually honored at the fall senior night, but they were at regionals that night that they were honored, supposed to be honored at Tenenfield. So they're getting a senior night tonight. Dance team's getting a senior night tonight. The mascot, Chase Brown, is getting his senior night tonight. The Eagle, he's down there. There are other, I believe, maybe some band members and some others who are receiving their senior accolades and senior gifts tonight. And it's always a special time for any senior and for any senior class. Let's get to those final numbers as we continue here on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. Scott City in the losing effort, led by Erica Felker's 17 points, including 4 3-pointers. She had the tying 3 with about a minute and a half to go that tied the game at 52. Amber Lotta finished with 15 points. Felker and Lotta combined for all 13 of Scott City's 13 fourth-quarter points and combined for 32 of their 52 here tonight. It was 7 points for Ella Rumford, 6 for Allie Patton, 4 points for Brooke Strine, and 3 points for Tori Ford. Playing and not scoring for Scott City, Brindley Stevens and Mallory Cup. Colby tonight, their 2 seniors were standing up to be counted, as you knew they would be on their senior night. Brooklyn Jones, 23 points to lead all scorers, including the game-winning free throw with 5 seconds to go. Emma Curry with a season-high 20 points tonight, knocking down 6 three-pointers, giving her now 26 made threes on the season. Those are the only 2 in double figures for Colby. Also for the Lady Eagles in the win, Bren Stanley with 4 points. Briley McKee with 3 points. Elizabeth Barton in her first game action in over a month had 2 points, and Logan Nolan had 1 point. Playing and not scoring for Colby tonight, Allie Flanagan, Emma Wright, Janessa Cheney, and Anna Starbuck. There you have it. It was a heart stopper, and the Colby Lady Eagles emerged victorious 53-52 here at the Colby Event Center tonight. Once again, Colby moves to 8-10 on the season and 2-2 in Great West Activities Conference games. Scott City with the loss drops to 8-11 overall, and they are 1-4 in the Great West Activities Conference. We will step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll get ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader of Colby Eagle basketball tonight. It will be the boys contest between Colby and Scott City. That's on the other side of this break. You're listening to Colby Eagle basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff have indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans with Western State Bank in Colby. If you're looking for a commercial or ag loan, stop by and see Matt Smith or myself at our home on the range, 1750 South Range in Colby. If you're too busy to come see us, we'd be glad to come to your place of business or farm. If you're in the market for a home loan or would like to refinance and take advantage of the current low home loan rates, come in and see Janice Cates to learn about all the home loan products at Western State Bank in Colby. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Colby Eagle basketball is on the air on 100.3 The Ride.
Push the ball. Go hard to the hole. Everybody attack the boards. You got that?
The Eagles on radio are brought to you by American Implement, Ballman Mortuary, Colby Ag Center, Colby Community College, Colby Dodge, the Colby Free Press, Cornerstone Ag, El Dos de Oros, Farm Bureau Agent David Brown, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Funk Optometry, High Plains Co-op, Hoover Lumber, East Hardware, McDonald's of Colby, McKee Inc., Expect Wireless, Northwest Chiropractic, Office Works and Home Furnishings, People's State Bank, Roofmasters, Shepner's Water Conditioning, Stevens Construction, Strut Insurance Services, Taco John's of Colby, and Western State Bank.
And we're going to go nose to nose with them. And we're going to beat them at both ends of the court. And you're going to play better than you ever dreamed of.
Time now for the Funk Optometry pregame show. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Dan Lucero.
And we welcome you back to the Colby Event Center, the Palace on the Plains, for Game 2 of our Colby Eagle basketball doubleheader tonight. It is senior night for the lone senior for the Colby Eagle boys, Carson Van Eaton. He and the Eagles 7-10 on the season and 1-2 in GWAC play. Get set tonight to take on the Scott City Beavers, who are 8 and 2-2 in the GWAC. Good evening and welcome back to the broadcast. You're tuned in once again to the Funk Optometry pregame show. I am Dan Lucero, delighted to be with you tonight for this doubleheader. We had a good one in the opener. Colby Lady Eagles, a 53-52 winner over Scott City tonight. Just here tonight, but also Scott City as back on Colby put together a fourth quarter. That's almost guy Tubbs scoring in double figures in back-to-back contest. Carson He's in the middle of a 7 consecutive game stretch of double-figure scoring. Shane Puckett hasn't scored in double figures, but he's been close, averaging 8.5 points over his last 4 games. And then, of course, there's Hunter Vaughn, who you expect excellence from every single night. He delivers. 19 points per game for Vaughn to lead the team. He's got 16 double-figure scoring points, 8 games with 20-plus points this season. But Colby is coming in off of a loss. They have been alternating wins and losses over their last 8 games since January 20th. That meant on Friday night it was their turn to taste defeat as the recent run of form has gone, and it was not a surprise in the end that Colby had difficulty with one of the best teams in the state. The third-ranked team in Class 5A, Hayes, they lost on the road Friday night 71-50, but in the process of the loss, Colby did play well, and in fact, offensively, they were the first team all season to score 50 points against the Hayes defense. So that is a note that deserves a tip of the cap. Again, it was scoring balance for Colby. Hunter Vaughn led the way with 16 points. Carson had 11. Guy Tubbs also with 11 points. And Shane Puckett with 8. But Colby trailed the game by as many as 26. Got down big in the first half and never seriously threatened a second half. That outstanding Hayes squad. The loss dropped Colby to 7-10. But they still have an opportunity to move up the sub-state standings if they can get on a roll here in the final week. Facing 2 struggling teams in Ulysses and Cimarron Thursday and Friday night. A win here could set them up for an opportunity to get back to the 500 mark. Who knows where that might land them seeding-wise. It's all to play for in seeds 3 through 8 in the Goodland sub-state right now. Hayes TNT is in the driver's seat for the number 1 seed, 13-3. Brooklyn at 11-5. Looks like they have a chance to land the number 2 seed. After that, it's anyone's ballgame. Phillipsburg and Russell are both 9-8. Poisonton 8-9 a game back. Scott City a game and a half back at 8-10. Colby half a game back at Scott City at 7-10. And then Goodland a game and a half back at Colby at 6-12. So all kinds of movement possible in sub-state standings. And Colby has an opportunity this week to end his regular season on a high note. But first, they'll have to get through the Scott City team. Scott City has brought They have had previous losses in this week from a very good team. Logan and Tulsa both of those also beat Colby this season. So it is a stretch. In fact, it has seen Scott City lose 4 out of 5 and struggle to score tonight. They average 50 points a game. They haven't not seen that number in their last 2 games. Losses at home against Folsom last Friday night, and then on the road at Houston last night. Only one double-figure score. He leads Scott City in scoring and rebounding, 13.5 points and 7 rebounds per contest for the 6'6 sophomore. He posted a double-double in the loss last night at Houston, 13 points and 10 rebounds. That was his 4th double-double of the season. Scott City has got increased production from their backcourt in recent games with Austin Cone, third-leading scorer on the season. Bailey averages 8 points a game. It was a defensive test. He's likely to draw the assignment trying to guard Hunter Vaughn tonight. Austin Cone averages 7 points a game. He's Scott City's top 3-point shooter, averaging, or rather shooting, 32% from behind the arc. Scott City trying to finish strong themselves and avoid the distinction of a 3rd straight losing season. They've lost, had losing records rather, in back-to-back years. They were just 5-15 last. Prior to the 2019-2020 season, Scott City hadn't had a losing campaign since 2003-2004. So times have been tough, but this young Scott City team has shown flashes this year. They've got as impressive a win as anybody's gotten Class 3A on their resume. A 60-59 home win over Hugoton back on January 7th. But they were unable to parlay that into much momentum. They are just 4-6 since that big win over Hugoton, including a 1-point loss to Kingman in the opener of the Sterling Invitational. That was a bit of a head-scratcher. And then, as I mentioned, a stretch where they've lost 3 straight and 4 of 5. Although, when we look at the schedule, it's certainly understandable as those losses for Scott City in that stretch. That's coming as Hayes, Logan, Folsom, and Hugoton, all state-ranked teams. Should be a good one, and it always is when Scott City and Colby meet on the hardwood. Colby again going for a season series sweep, trying to continue this recent run of roller coaster results. Win-loss, 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 win-loss over their last 8 games. That means they're due for a W tonight. And what better way to celebrate a win on senior night than with a victory? Coming up on the Funk Optometry pregame show, we'll hear from the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Parker McKee. We'll get his impressions of the opponent and what Colby will have to do to find their way out of here with a win tonight. That's coming up on the Funk Optometry pregame show. You are listening to Colby Eagle basketball on 100.3 The Rise.
The new school year is underway, and you made sure your kids got all the supplies they needed to be successful. Backpacks, pens, paper, pencils, notebooks. But did you make sure that they had the visual tools they needed to be successful? Hi, this is Dr. Sam Funk with Funk Optometry in Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie. And studies show that up to 80% of learning is visual. Make sure your kids have the visual tools they need to be successful. Call my office today to make an appointment in Colby, Atwood, or Hoxie. And let's make this a successful school year.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
It's time to hear from the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Parker McKee, on the Funk Optometry pregame show.
Getting you ready for game number 2 of our Colby basketball doubleheader tonight from the Colby Event Center as the Colby Eagles welcome the Scott City Beavers for a GWAC boys basketball contest. I am Dan Lucero. It's time for our pregame conversation with the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Parker McKee. And Parker, coming off of Friday night, a 71-50 loss at Hayes, from my seat in the stands, it did not feel like the effort was lacking in any way for your team. And in fact, it felt like you did some things well on Friday night. What did you take away as a coach from that performance on Friday against a very good Hayes team?
I think that we did a good job on our ball movement on the offensive end. We stayed aggressive from the start of the game all the way to the finish of the game. Defensively, it was just it was a chore to have to, because they can hurt you in so many ways, and really try to emphasize our backside help, for Lindenberger and Hayes, and they were still able to get the ball in there, and when they skip and we created closeout, on the defensive end, it kind of kept putting us in spots where it made it really difficult to rebound the ball. And so they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, which was really probably the biggest difference in the game. Something that we've got to be able to clean up if we're going to be able to compete at a higher level. But that being said, kids' effort was spot on, and we've just got to find a way to improve some of those little things.
Are you playing right now as well as you have off-season, all season on the offensive end? Are you as satisfied with the ball movement, with the distribution of scoring as you have been this year?
I feel like we're becoming more and more balanced. A lot of that's just the kids are kind of understanding the roles a little bit better. And when you understand your role, you become a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident in what you're doing. And sometimes that takes a little while, but I feel like since, I guess the middle part of January that we've continued to improve, particularly on the offensive end. And when you've got a little bit more balance on that side of the ball, it just makes the game a lot more fluent.
How much better does that make a player like Hunter Vaughn, who is your leading scorer, but now as other presences start to step up their scoring around him, maybe he feels less like he has to carry a larger load on the offensive side? And does that make him a better player? Have you noticed that's making him better and making his decision-making better on that end?
I think it takes a lot of pressure off of Hunter to feel like he needs to, score the ball on a lot of possessions. I mean, he's always played within the rhythm of what we're trying to do. He's not somebody that's going to, force the issue if he's having an off night or whatever. He's really good about getting his teammates. When we knock down, some shots off of dribble penetration or whatever, it allows more opportunities for Hunter to get in the paint, and because they have to honor the other people around him.
We'll get Parker McKee's thoughts on tonight's opponent, the Scott City Beavers, on the other side of this break on the Funk Optometry pregame show. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Rarely, if ever, do you hear someone say they look forward to going to the doctor's office. This is Dr. Kristen Parker with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Many chiropractic patients experience instant pain relief after receiving a treatment. As a result, a number of our patients have said they actually look forward to their chiropractic adjustments. If you've never been to a chiropractor, I'd like to personally invite you into our clinic for effective, comfortable, and professional care. Learn more about us online at nwkchiro.com. Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. McKee Inc. helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call McKee Inc. to hear more about how we can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 785-462-3132.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Back on the Funk Optometry pregame show, getting set for Colby boys basketball tonight. The Colby Eagles hosting the Scott City Beavers at the Colby Event Center. Our conversation with the head coach of the Eagles, Parker McKee, continues. Parker, in the Scott City team, but you saw them all the way back in December. When there's that much time that passes between meetings, how much can you take from the first game and feel like it will be the same in terms of what you have to do and what that other team is good at and what they do?
Well, I think that both teams have, us and Scott City have both grown throughout the course of the season. Particularly Scott City's guard play has gotten better. A lot of teams have, tried to press them to speed them up to make it not so much a half-court game because, Scott City's bigs inside, they present a big challenge. And so they're a little bit more balanced, a little bit deeper than the last time that we've seen them. They played really tough games in a row with Lakin and Holcomb and Hugoton, and so with them playing on the road last night, I think it's important that we come out with a lot of energy early and really try to make it a higher possession game than we have with some of our other opponents.
You mentioned teams pressing Scott City, and that was something that you did to positive effect in the first meeting back in December, a 43-40 win at Scott City. What can you do differently if they're playing better at the guard spots and a little bit more capable of handling some of that pressure? What are some ways you can maybe vary that and try and make it difficult for them to get the shots they want in a half-court rhythm?
Well, I think a lot of it is still that you've got to be able to. Scott City, for instance, has got to transition from that pressure in the full court down to running their stuff in the half court. So you hope that you disrupt the rhythm by pressing. You hope that you get their legs a little bit tired, coming off of back-to-back games, so to speak, where they kind of run a lot on them. You hope that you don't necessarily get that bunch of those steals and stuff like that early in the game, but you hope that you kind of wear them down a little bit by the third and fourth quarter where your pressure's really starting to take a little bit more effect. We just can't allow their Scott City to sit in the half court and throw the ball inside, because if that's the case, it's going to be a big challenge for us to be able to stop them.
It's a final week of the regular season, and you've got 3 games on deck this week. Do you feel like your players are focused on the task at hand well, and that they're not looking ahead or thinking about what could be if they have a big week this week, that you've been able to keep them focused on what's immediately looking down the road?
I don't know that I have a clear answer to that, other than to say that, yesterday the kids, they didn't have school, and in the past when we've not had school, we've always came in and had a pretty rough go at practice. Yesterday's practice, I felt like the kids were really locked in, and, it's not like there's a lot of opportunity left out there for us to play, and so I think the kids kind of understood the sense of urgency of each and every single day, and, hopefully tonight, with it being senior night, they can go out and provide, a good send-off to Carson as, what would be his last home game of his career.
Parker McKee's the head coach of the Colby Eagles. Parker, best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Dan.
We'll have the starting lineups and the tip from the Colby Event Center when we return. You've been listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. This is Colby Eagle basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
The McDonald's is food you buckle in with your seatbelt deal. And there's no reason not to take that extra precaution, because a meal from McDonald's is not just a meal. It's often your most precious cargo.
Enjoy one of our $3 bundles, like a hot and spicy McChicken or 6-piece Chicken McNuggets, each paired with small fries. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
People's State Bank offers 10 convenient locations statewide. Whether you're looking for a loan, personal or business accounts, ATMs, mobile banking, or bill pay, PSB wants to help you. At People's State Bank, we take pride in our communities. Check us out at psbbanks.com. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Colby Eagle basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
And as the national anthem fades, we welcome you back to the Colby Event Center. Time to meet the starting lineups for our boys basketball Great West Activities Conference clash tonight as the Colby Eagles host the Scott City Beavers. We'll meet the visitors first from Scott City. They're 8-10 on the year, 2-2 in the GWAC. Their head coach in his 6th season is Brian Gentry. The Beavers score 50 points a game, give up 52. 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center for Scott City. At the point, Lawson Bailey, a 6-foot junior, averaging 8 points, 3 assists per game. At the 2, Austin Tone, a 5'11 junior, averaging 7.5 points and 2 rebounds per game. At the 3, Efren Tarango, a 6'2 senior, averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds. At the 4, Carter Gooden, a 6'4 senior, averaging 4.5 points and 5.5 boards. And in the middle, Gus Hawkins, a 6'6 sophomore, the leading scorer and rebounder for Scott City, 13.5 points and 7 rebounds per game. Bailey, Tone, Tarango, Gooden, and Hawkins for the Beavers. They are in their Carolina blue road uniforms with white letters and numbers trimmed in a navy blue and a navy blue stripe down the side, trimmed in white. Time to meet the Colby Eagles. They're 7-10 on the campaign. Coach in his 3rd season is Parker McKee. The Eagles give up 56 points a game and score exactly 50 points per game as a team. The Eagles will start with a familiar 5. This has been the unit for the majority of their games this season. Hunter Vaughn runs the point, the 5'11 junior, averaging a team best 19 points a game. At the 2 is Braden Imhoff, the 5'9 junior, averaging 3 points a game. At the 3, the lone senior for senior night, Carson Van Eaton, a 6-foot senior, averaging 11.5 points per contest. At the 4 is Shane Puckett, the 6'2 junior, Puckett averaging 7 points per game. And in the middle, Brian Barton, the 6'2 junior, averaging 2 points per contest. Vaughn, Imhoff, Van Eaton, Puckett, and Barton for the Eagles. They're in the home whites, black letters and numbers, orange trim, and a gray trim on the shorts and on the tops. At stake for Colby tonight, trying to avoid a losing skid, trying to earn a season series sweep of Scott City, which would be the 2nd straight year they had managed that feat. Beating the Beavers at the community building and at the Scott Community Activities Center last season, and winning in Scott in December, 43-40 the final in that one, as Colby went on 11-0 fourth quarter run to seal the win. The lineups have been introduced. The court is being cleared of the students, both young and older in high school, and the dance team and cheerleaders who ring the floor to give their Colby Eagles a high five as they're all introduced. Scott City is out on go left to right as you listen. Colby right to left in this first half. Bit of a later start tonight due to a tight girls game and then the senior night festivities between. But we are ready for basketball as Puckett will jump against Hawkins, 6'2 against 6'6. Ball is in the air. Hawkins taps it back to Bailey, and we are underway from the Colby Event Center. Scott City ball left to right. Colby in the matchup zone to start. Tone between the circles, left wing Tarango. Skip pass right wing Bailey. He penetrates and pulls up a 10-foot jumper on the way. Too strong. Brian Barton, a strong rebound for Colby. Hunter Vaughn bringing the ball into the front court, being greeted at midcourt by Tarango, and he lost his foot again. The ball is steal. 3-on-1 the other way. It's Tone driving the lane. He's fouled by Ray Nimhoff on the shot. So a turnover at one end leads to an opportunity at the other, and Austin Tone, who is Scott City's best foul shooter at 73%, will shoot a fair. The foul on Imhoff, his first and the first on either team, 29 seconds in. Tone's first free throw curls in. Good student contingent has come from Scott City, all standing behind the Scott City bench to my immediate left, so you'll hear from them on the broadcast tonight. Both free throws go for Tone, and Scott City out to a 2-0 lead. It's a 1-2-2 three-quarter court press lurking. Vaughn passing over it to a leaping Brian Barton at midcourt. Barton has it back from Van Eaton, hits right corner pocket. He loads up a three. Too strong, rebounded by Tarango for Scott City strong side. Good look for Puckett, who's been shooting it well from distance of late, but that one a hair too long. Tone, left corner, skips it across for Bailey against the 2-3. Now lob in the post, nobody home. Picked off by Carson Van Eaton. Van Eaton outlet pass ahead. It's Imhoff ahead of the play. He missed the reverse layup, but Barton has the rebound and dribbles out of traffic. Colby can reset the offense. Vaughn across left side. Minute and change into this one. 2-0 Scott City. Van Eaton back to Vaughn, right wing. Against now a 2-3 zone for Scott City. That almost looks like a 3-2 with Bailey cheating out to the left wing. Vaughn, left side, Imhoff. Dribbles to the corner, spins to the elbow, into a double team. Stripped to the ball, and a reach-in foul called on Efren Tarango. First on Tarango, first on the Beavers. Colby to inbound just inside of half court with 6:31 to play in the first quarter. In for Hunter Vaughn, he walks it back over the divider. Around the horn, the ball comes to Van Eaton. He drops it off to Barton. Low block right. Leaning in, shooting over Hawkins. Hawkins got the block, and then Colby commits a foul on the rebound. Shane Puckett over the back. His first, team second. Colby showing a press as Bailey prepares to trigger in. Just does get it in to Tone as Vaughn went for the steal. Tone sprinting up the right side. Flings it for Hawkins. Long two from the right baseline. Switch. Gus Hawkins has that kind of touch. He's a very skilled big man for a sophomore. Colby trailing 4-0, 2 minutes in. Eagles break the press. Imhoff with the dribble between the circles. Stops and finds Vaughn high on the right. Left wing Imhoff, left corner for Van Eaton. Feeds a cutter. Puckett down the lane left. His runner too strong off the glass. And Bailey rebounds. Flings it back inbounds. Gets it to Tone. Colby gambled for the steal and lost. 3-on-2 the other way. But Tone traveled in transition. Gathered the ball to make the pass, but kind of mishandled it, and that caused him to take an extra step. Second turnover for Scott City. Whistle is blown as Lawson Bailey needs a moment to tie his shoe. 5:46 to play first quarter, and Colby still looking for their first points of this one, trailing 4-0. Pass into the front court for Imhoff. Splits the double team, lost the ball, comes to Puckett left elbow. In the corner, Van Eaton left side. He drive, Euro steps, his runner off glass, no good. Rebound tipped by Hawkins to Tone. And Gus Hawkins making a defensive impact early, has a block, and has altered a couple of shots as well. Carter Gooden up top, right wing for Bailey. Lob. Captures over the top of Parker and lays it up again. And a time Parker McKee. Scott City team here in the early stages, and Parker McKee calls a 30-second timeout with 5:18 to play in the first quarter. It's Scott City 6. It'll be nothing. Surprising start to this one. And again, maybe it's just my proximity to the student section for Scott City. It's not a lot of them, but they are standing right behind the Scott City bench. And they are making a lot of noise every time Colby has the ball on that end. I don't know how much of an effect it's having, but I think it has. Remember, they played last night, got spanked by Hugoton on the road, but they have come out with their legs here in the 42 seconds. 6-0 lead to show for it. Changes for Colby out of the timeout. Head to the 1-2-2, watching the ball handler. Right now it's on Left side of the front court. And looking for Puckett, who snares it in front of the Scott City bench. In front of the scorer's table now, Barton. Out to Imhoff, right wing. Jump stop through 3 defenders. He puts it on the deck. Feeds Imhoff between the circles. Comes to Vaughn, right corner. He fakes a 3. Steps in, long. Missed it. Bailey. Colby still 0 for from the field for the game. Colby in the 2-3 zone. Tone, high left. Around the horn, Gooden to Bailey, right wing. Back across on a skip pass for Tone. He drives past Van Eaton. Into the paint he goes. Pinned underneath the basket. Able to get it to Hawkins. Hawkins being up Puckett on the block. Kicks out right wing for Tone. Left hand. Into the paint. Lefty floater up and in. It's all 8-0 with 4:20 quarter. Back court, Imhoff might crosses the midline himself, gets it away to Puckett. Now Van Eaton right corner. Carson finds Hunter Vaughn at the high post. Around the horn, Puckett left corner. Drives past Hawkins into the paint. Righty leaner up and in. Shane Puckett gets Colby on the board halfway through the first quarter. They trail 8-2. Full court pressure after the made basket. Bailey between 3 defenders feeds to Tone up the right side for Hawkins. Short corner right, he feeds the low block. Puckett going to work. Bailey hook up and in over Barton. Scott City's size, a big advantage here early on. They lead 2, and most of their stuff coming from in close. Imhoff at midcourt crosses defenders, angling right, lost control of the dribble, and he's fouled on a reach-in by Efren Tarango. That's Tarango's second. And this 1-2-2 extended out at the half court is really making life difficult for Colby. 2 subs for Scott City. Dylan Metzger, a 6-foot junior, and Ronnie Weathers, a 6'3" senior. Check in for Tarango and good. For Colby, first action for Guy Tubb. The 6'3" freshman replaces Brian Barton. Colby down by 8 here in the first quarter. Tubbs high post, kick Imhoff right corner. He spins through 3 defenders, gets to the cut, over pass to Van Eaton, short corner left. Now to Imhoff, goes right down the middle of the lane. Right-handed teardrop missed off the back rim. And the rebound to Weathers. Outlet pass deflected, comes through to Metzger. He crosses the midline with a righty dribble, feeds to Tone, right wing. Tone picks up the dribble, starts it around the horn, left side to Bailey. He fakes the 3, skips it back to Tone, right wing, wide open, shoots the 3 over to the defender Puckett. In and out, rebound fought for. Tubbs snares it for Colby. Good effort for Guy Tubbs. 3 minutes to play first quarter. Colby down 10-2. It's Vaughn attacking, Euro stepping through the defense, and his Rattler wouldn't stay down. The rebound to Hawkins was nearly stripped and got it to Tone. Nothing falling for Colby here in the early stages. And they trail 10-2. Skip pass across, right to left, finds Metzger on the wing. Now to the foul line, Hawkins. Turns to face up, fires a 15-footer. In and out. Rebound fought for. It deflects to Hunter Vaughn. On into the front court. Accelerates to the basket. Reverse play. Up and in with a coast-to-coast for Hunter Vaughn for his first. Within 6 at 10-4. 20 to play in the first quarter. Long way and unlocks the Colby offense. Scott City breaks a Colby press. Pass across the post to Hawkins, and he is hacked on the layup attempt, and that's 2 early fouls for Shane Puckett. Colby's done a good job staying out of games, keeping this starting 5 plus Tubbs as the 6th man on them. But they're going to need some reserve. Picked up 2 fouls. Gus Hawkins at the line. Misses. Strong. Zane Betts, the 5'10", in for Puckett. So Colby gets small floor. And against the big Scott City team, that could pose Hawkins throw coming. Colby 4, 2-4 quarter. Colby breaks the Scott City press. Imhoff dashes to the left wing. Pitches back for Hunter Vaughn high on the wing. Around the horn to Van Eaton, right wing. Back to Betts between the circles. He slings it left side for Imhoff. Skip pass into the right corner, caught by Vaughn. He fires a 3. Too strong. Rebound caught by a flying Ronnie Weathers. Scott City in a hurry the other way. Tone slows it up, finds Weathers, left wing Metzger. A right-hand dribble for Metzger to the top of the key. Bounce pass right wing for Bailey. He penetrates, lost the ball on his way up. A loose ball to Hunter Vaughn. Vaughn one-on-one with Metzger, and he is bumped on his way up. Foul called on the shot, so no free throws for Vaughn. But Metzger picks up the personal, his first. Team foul number 3 on Scott City. Minute 34 to play here in the first quarter. Colby stifled on offense so far, trailing 11-4. Hunter Vaughn, basket to his left, inbounding. Finds Betts left wing. Up top for Imhoff, back for Betts. He hands it off to Vaughn on the left wing. Hunter with a right wing pass for Braden Imhoff. Double team lurking. Imhoff dumps it for Tubbs between the circles. Tubbs directing traffic, gets to Vaughn left corner. Lob on a screen and slip. Tubbs catches between two defenders. In from the left baseline. Tough bucket for Guy Tubbs. Sandwich between two defenders. Got it to go for his first two. Colby back within 5 at 11-6. Full court pressure. Tone left side. You got a whistle and a timeout called by Brian Gentry. As Scott City was in danger to 10 seconds. Tone was throwing a dangerous diagonal pass across the floor when the whistle blew. And a 30-second timeout taken by Scott City. We'll stay here with a minute even left in the first quarter. And Scott City with a commanding start to this one, leading 11-6. When we heard from Parker McGee in the pregame, one thing he talked about was wanting to get off to a fast start tonight. That has not happened. Scott City coming off of 3 straight losses, including a road loss last night at Hugoton, has been the team that has looked lighter on their feet so far. No changes for Colby out of the timeout. And no changes for Scott City either. Inbound to Tone in the backcourt. Imhoff will wait for him at midline. Left wing pass for Lawson Bailey. Colby back into that 2-3. Skip past Tone, right wing. One dribble between the circles. Metzger, left corner Bailey. He thought about the 3. Double team comes. Pass to Tone, top of the circle. Back to Bailey on the left side. Lob into the post. Caught by Weathers. Feeds a cutter. It's Hawkins. And he is stripped to the ball out of bounds. So we'll stay with Scott City. 2 subs for the Beavers. Jace Thomas in for his first action. 6'1 junior replacing Bailey. And Hawkins goes to the bench, replaced by Carter Gooden. Hawkins has 5 points to lead the way for the Beavers early. 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Inbound to Gooden, right corner. Out to Tone on the wing. Back in the corner for Metzger outside the yard. He starts it around the horn. It's in the hands of Thomas. Deep left. He feeds the post. Weathers backing down. Spins inside. Baby with the right hand off the mark. Tubbs rebounds. Colby on the run, quickly into the front court, left corner, Imhoff driving, tripped up, lost his footing, lost the ball. A steal by Tone, a 3-on-2 the other way. Tone the distance, missed the layup, rebound to Thomas, his stick back won't go. Third chance for Weathers, he puts it up and in. 13-6, 4 seconds. It's Colby into the front court. That's the end of the disappointing first 8 minutes from Colby. Scott City 13-6 after 1. We're back after this. You're listening to Colby Basketball on 100.3 The Ride, KRDC Colby.
Despite something new Television is in full swing at Colby Dodge. Why not start off the year with a new vehicle? Save up to $2,500 off MSRP on a custom order at Colby Dodge this month. Stop by and learn how easy it is to order a new vehicle built just for you and your needs. Visit with a salesperson today for more information. Visit us in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at ColbyDodge.com.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op and their 8 locations in Colby, Dresden, Gem, Grainfield, Hoxie, Levant, Park, and Selden are here to give you the service you need and deserve. High Plains Co-op is there for all of your grain, feed, and fuel needs. Get the latest in markets, ag news, and information by visiting their website, highplainscoop.com. That's hi-plainscoop.com. Continuing to stand with you is High Plains Co-op.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Cameron saw that one for the start of the second quarter from the Colby Event Center, and some work to do. Trailing Scott City 13-6 after 8 minutes. With 2 fouls back, replacing Zane Beck. Change, the Eagles start with needs the cutter down the lane. Put back no. Colby missed a lot of bunnies here early on, and clearing the glass is Jace Thomas. About 4 or 5 shots missed so far. Wide open 3, Lawson Bailey left wing, and that's good. Lawson Bailey drops the triplet. Colby's down 10 into the second quarter. They are Buffalo. 16-8, 50 seconds into the second quarter. Thomas into the front court. Colby matching up hand-to-man now. Short corner left, Lonnie Weathers. Post up, kick out, good on top of the key. Thinking about 3-5 steps. Now kicks it back out left wing to Metzger. He lobs the three over a defender. That's no good. But Weathers runs down the offensive rebound up top. Now Bailey right wing. The left-hand dribble stops at the foul line. Lob for Gooden. Hot low block. Gooden powers in. Come off glass. No. It's loose and run down on the left wing by Bailey. Once again, Colby slow to a second chance opportunity. But Bailey loses the ball on his way up for a shot, and it comes Colby the other way. Euro stepping. Scoop shot off glass. Rebounded by Gooden. Vaughn trying to on three there. It was 2 on 3 defenders himself. Didn't spin it off the square. 15 play first half. Metzger into the post. Weathers turn around. Line is loose and Gooden's got Van Eaton. Now it's on the right wing. In and raises and collects the rebound for Colby. Eagles into the front court on left side. He tries a three. Missed, but a win and a foul. And Carson Van Eaton's going to the line for three. The foul on Carter. His first, team foul number 4 on the Beavers. And Carson Van Eaton, a 59% foul shooter, has a chance 3 from the charity line. First time for Carson. It knocks in off the back rim. Both teams set to make change. Carson coming. Back rim. Subs for Colby. Martin back in. Imhoff. And for Scott City. And Weathers check out. Tarango and Hawkins. Third free. Van Eaton, and he gets the roll. 3. And Colby back within 15-10. 5:50 to play in the first half. Here at the Colby Event Center. Perimeter goes to Hawkins. Team descends and backs away. Dribble. Spins inside. Corner. A 3 for Big. Air ball. The rebound out of City. To force the ball out of the hands of Hawkins if they can. He's got 5 early points. He's a tough matchup for same height as Jace Lindenberger, who fricasseed the Eagles Friday night in Hayes with 24 points. Double team in the backcourt. Vaughn is stripped. Loose ball tapped backwards. Carson Van Eaton's got it. Now Van Eaton's got to get it ahead. It's Vaughn unable to break the timeline with the pass. 10-second violation. This is as much trouble as Colby's had with a press all season. A 1-2-2 giving Colby fits. 5:15 to play first half. Scott City ball up. Gooden, left wing for Tone. Hawkins sets up shot, low block left. Martin on his back. Power dribble, spin baseline. Hawkins doesn't have an angle. In all kinds of trouble. Corner, Tone a contested 3, and he buries it. Austin Tone from downtown. Scott City only a 28% three-point shooting. 2 here in this 19-10. Suppressed, an open 3 look for Shane Puckett out of the left corner, off the back rim, and Cone collects the Van Eaton. Colby another one and done. Outlet ahead, Tarango stripped to the ball from behind by Vaughn. The loose ball flies to Beck. Turnover, Scott City full court pressure. Has it in the backcourt ahead to Van Eaton up across the midline. Now Barton at the foul line, right wing pass deflected, Beck has it. Back out and around for Van Eaton high left. Get past Beck, right corner, long 2 for Zane. Zane Beck knocked down. 4:10 left in the half. Left wing. Long rebound by Yama. 2:28 to play first half. 12. Beavers jumped out. They've led the whole way. Bailey right wing. The high post good. By Hawkins, goes up. And Oscar gets out of bounds. Hawkins trying to front to the top, and Hawkins couldn't finish. Colby catches the break. Takes the press. Pass ahead, back. Too strong. Rebounded by Rodriguez. Make a three-pointer in this game. Cap City's knocked out a hit. 3 minutes to play in the half. Bailey right wing against the enemy. Skip pass, left corner for Durango. Jab step, kick out Durango at 3. That's off the front rim though. Hawkins there for the board. Strips it all like James Bucket. The other way, it's Vaughn. The left hand puts to the defender. Moving into the paint. He's got it. Corner versus the world. He's got 4. It's 19-14. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Spectacular finish by Hunter Vaughn. Bailey between the circles. Right wing for Durango. High post Hawkins comes check. Left side Bailey. Gooden fronting puck it now, or kick out up top for Rodriguez, and his 3 goes begging. Another one and done. He's got a 1 possession game here. Good transition game. Down the right wing side. Rick gets the ball back on the elbow. Drops Jeff. He's got the ball right wing. He takes it in 3. Right corner to the end. Another 3-point try. That one's up the back end. Rebounded by Scott City. Colby 0 for 19 City. Bailey with the dribble out near mid. Pair of screens coming. Dribble away. The ball rolls out of it. And will stay with the Beavers. Ronnie Red checks in, rather. In for Gooden. Midcourt inbound. Durango in for and turns in the jump circle, holding the ball. Screen. Bailey goes right. Overthrows. But it bounces off of, goes out of bounds. So that City keeps it. Brian Barton checks in for Colby. Shane back to the bench. Stolt with 2 fouls. Durango inbound lob. Pull the paint, double team, shoots over. Got his own rebound, shoots over it again, missed it again, but drew. And Guy Tubbs goes middle of the lane, was holding his right ankle there for a second. Tubbs is called for the foul, his first. Got on with the 2 free throws. 4th foul on Colby in the half. Dave Puckett's at the table for Colby. Dylan Metzger at the table for Scott Tone for Scott. Durango and Rodriguez come out for Colby. It's Puckett. Landed awkwardly on his right ankle. Colby, as many as 10 in this first half. Currently down 6. Minute 23. Second free throw for Hawkins is up and in. 7, a game-high total. 21. Scott City. Presses on. Vaughn mishandled the dribble. Ball just slipped out. Going right for Colby. They got a great in his final minute 16. Held a chance in the second half. Turnover number 4 there for Colby. On the high post. Floor left side for Weathers. He stops the dribble top of the key. Delivers to Metzger. Lob into the post. Caught by Hawkins. Stripped to the ball on his way up. We got a whistle. He was traveled with it. Not stripped to the ball. There was no deflection. The ball came out of his hand on its own. And that's turnover number 3. Brian Gentry having a combination of events, but will judge to have happened that Hawkins lost it on his own. Breaks the press here. Across to the right for Zane Beck. 50 seconds. Van Eaton the ball on left. Thinking about a 3. Too strong. Betts an offensive rebound for Colby. And Vaughn has it top of the key. Into the right corner for 3 ball. He hit. It drops the triple. Colby. 21-17. Colby down 4. Final 30 seconds of the first. Colby can get in the locker room or smaller. Pretty fortunate. First half, not much has gone right, but down by 4. 15. Scott City works the ball. Lawson Bailey with the dribble. And he going for with 7. Pass thrown. He fakes the 3, steps in long 2 with 4. Kicks it down. With 2, with 1. Carson. It hit toward the front rim, and it was just a little too firm.
Organize and optimize your place or space with Home Coach and your fitting shelter. On sale. Purchase and save while you can. Find and finish that home improvement project you've been putting off. And don't forget Hoover.
That's the 820 smartphone of your choice. That includes the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G or iPhone. That's not the only reason. Wireless. The 5 Kansas 4. Call or text at 877-621-20. We are... Roofing a Colby 3-year roofing contract with over 40 years, offering free estimates on all, as well as seamless. Give us a call today.
Inventories, livestock, and equipment. Here's just the target you. Your local Butler builder. With us, you'll get the advanced engineering of Butler Manufacturing, the industry's leading systems. Give us a call. We're your local Butler builder.
In Northwest Kansas, call at 785-462-7571 to discuss the Butler Building.
Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on coverage of the Colby 100.5.
Welcome back to the a little distracted halftime show. The Colby students, boys and girls, doing an elaborate 80s and one of the great traditions at Colby High School at a basketball each year. Giving the crowd something really not as much to cheer about in the first 16 minutes of the two-over doubleheader as Colby Eagle boys trail Scott City 23-17. Scott over Colby at the start to nothing and led as many as 8 on 2 separate occasions in that first quarter, led 13-6. Colby up in the second quarter, 11-5 run, 4 at 21. Zone beat buzzer with a mid-range jumper to push the Beaver lead back to 6. 23-7. Halftime stats coming your way next. Ag Halftime Show. Ball 100%.
For your farming operation, corn will be your foundation.
One definition of cornerstone is something that is indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in there. It's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick in and out of the staff and indispensable knowledge and experience to market your grain for all your hard work.
Every day, farmers make decisions affecting their operation, whether it's costs, upgrading equipment, or purchasing that quarter of land next door. Credit is here to help. Kansas has a knowledgeable staff to help make of each decision. We offer a variety of loan products, including operating lines, straight mortgages, and a for that new tractor or car. Make the decision to see a farm credit lender in Colby or call us at 785-462-674.
Today, better water that care.
Hey, Colligan, how can I avoid
using all those plastic sea turtles.
Jane, our always-on drinking water system helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year. So, you see, Colgan cares about sea turtles, too.
Aw, plastic pollutes and color.
That's Kathy, Jane, and totally true.
I'll take it. Like now.
Jane, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test at the local Colgan water expert at Colgan.com.
See your local Colgan dealer, Chapman's Water Commissioner in Goodland and Colby.
Farmers, after fall harvest, and before you put that combine or tractor away for this season, will now be the time to contact your service manager at American Implement about their winter service special. Take advantage of no payment for 1 days with approved credit. This service special through John Deere offers you tremendous incentives, plus your machines will be ready to roll next season. So you'll contact your local manager at American John Deere dealer in Colby, Goodland, Oakley, and Colby Eagle basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
For the Colby Eagle boys, Scott City 23-17. As Corson Ag halftime show continues, MD and Lucero leading scorers for Scott City, Austin Cohn and Gus Hawkins for 7 points apiece. Lawson Bailey has 3, Ronnie Durango and Carter Gooden 2 apiece. For Colby, it's 5 points leading the way. Hunter Vaughn and Carson Van Eaton with 4 apiece. St. Betts with 2. Earlier tonight, earned a 53-52 victory in a wild one over Scott City. Brooklyn Jones free throw with 5 seconds left in regulation. Up a 12 points. Scott City went on a 4th quarter to tie it at 50. Brooklyn Jones was fouled, putting Colby in the bonus with 5 seconds. He made the free throw. First free throw. The second, and Scott City lost the rebound. Well, basketball there, folks. I apologize. But the ball got away from the Scott City player on the rebound. Dribble out the final 5 seconds. Victorious, 53, 8-10 on the season. Colby boys won a match that. They have some work to do. 23-17. Second half coming your way next. You've been listening to the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. Eagle basketball, the Eagles on radio, 100.3 to Ride.
Now you've known a few events in life that are certain to occur. Likely to pay for. Annual training, Colby. Pregame Funeral Service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. Our Bellman Mortuary will help you plan ahead. Be taken care of in the type of service, monument, and cat. And set up refund hearing. Physically for end-of-life needs. At Bellman Mortuary, we are ensuring that your loved ones' memories are cherished. See our website, today for more information.
Harvest more of what you grow with a Case IH Axial Flow Combine. The Ag Center in Colby. Axial Flow deliver cleaner grain samples straight from the field. More grain and the elevator. And with AFS Harvest Command, you get harvesting technology that monitors changing crop conditions and proactively adjusts the combine to optimize the setting. That puts more grain in the tank and money in the bank. Find Colby Ag Center in Colby.
If you find yourself, do I really need life insurance? The short answer. The long answer is a bit more personal. Things like student loan debt, car payments, funeral, even tuition. What stage of life you're in, you might leave behind having insurance in place to protect your family is a smart move. Contact Farm Bureau agent David Brown or Andrew Flanagan in Colby or Atwood and learn more today. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Financial Life Insurance Company.
Food-friendly service and a fun, relaxed experience. You find it all at De Oros in Colby. Mexican favorite. Entire family can enjoy delicious sizzling, scrumptious enchiladas, tasty tacos, burritos stuffed to the brim, and of course, the best margaritas around. That's all at El Dos de Oros, 1521 South in Colby, and enjoy delicious Mexican food.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball, 100.3.
Getting ready for the start of quarter number from the Colby Event Center. Colby trailing in this Great West Activities Conference Boys Basketball Contest 23-17. Scott whole way, their largest lead of 10, 16-6. Colby rallied, had it as close as 4, but it was a rough offensive first half for the Eagles. Felt like there was a lid on the at times as Colby missed about half a dozen shots from him. Colby did not make it until their last attempt. Shane Puckett out of the corner. That put it to 21-17, but then Austin Tone hit a mid-range jumper with 3 seconds left in the half to push the lead back up to half a dozen. Bit of a delayed start at the dance team for the Colby students ran a little long. So the two teams are now in their huddles getting ready for the start of this second half. We'll see who emerges for Scott City. Will be the same time. Austin Bailey, Austin Tone, Effort Brangle, and center Gus Hawk. Colby will attack left to right. For that first possession. 25. Left wing for him. They're 82 to pin block. Left it up top. It's a runner ball. He's really gone down the squat to get. You now know what's wrong with the high post. Here, that's it. Really late. Finished by Hunter Vaughn. Colby back within half a dozen. 25-19. Long lead for number 3. Found the forward pass on the and Hawkins for jouncing and Barton for a risk. Down back to his left along. Hawkins left. Good. Like it comes to Hawkins Mark McKee talking to letting Scott City get comfortable and they are very comfortable right now. Person Van Eaton, his first, has a chance to push the lead to 9. Hawkins with 28-19 lead. Minute change. Again, the 1-2. Big Vaughn moves it up to 7. Left corner. Brings it out. Still double. Wide open left. Lead of the night for Scott team with 6:15. They are out working the Colby Eagles on their pass left corner nearly by Van Eaton. Rebound out. But before all of that, play here in the third. Their largest lead of the night, 31. Timeout. Colby just best. The scoreboard will tell you that for itself. But this has back can been over the last 4 games. Defensive rhythm for the Eagles. The timeout. Durango at the head of the Vaughn across the back. To Vaughn. Still in the Vaughn ahead to Raymer. Bucket down the right base. Left it short. Hawkins forwards. Ahead himself. Side. Hawkins with position catches. Low block left. Up and under. Kick out to Good. Now feeds it again for Hawkins. The left hand. It is a clinic right. Half-court post offense is 33-19. Colby breaks for the key from Puckett. He left corner. Van Eaton dribbling through traffic. Back out for the key. Now Puckett right wing. Vaughn through 2 defenders. Up and under. Back to Raymer. To Gooden, who tapped it away. For City. 14 Tone feeds Hawkins. Low block right. Shoots over Betts and scores. Scott City calls a timeout. They are on a 10-0 run, and they are out of their home gym playing this third quarter. Scott City 35, Colby 19. Timeout. We'll keep it here. Colby in a deep ditch now. No answer for Gus Hawkins, who has a game-high 16 points. Averages 13.5 a night. But tonight, he is catching deep against Colby's posts. It looks like a repeat of Friday night when Colby couldn't keep Jace Lindenberg. And tonight, they cannot keep Gus Hawkins off the block. Scoring themselves. It's one thing to struggle on defense, but it's on both ends tonight. The Colts down by 16 out of the basketball. Make the press. Betts with it up. Carson Van Eaton. 5-guard lineup. Imhoff down the left baseline into the paint. Blocked by Hawkins. Head fake. Layup missed, but he's fouled. You have to head fake the big here, and that time it worked. The personal is first. Scott City in the half, and Carson is going to the line for 2. First try for Carson. Ronnie Weathers in. Carter Gooden out. Scott City has the luxury, bringing 6'3" off the bench. 4. Much muscle there with Weathers. Second free throw. He got it to go. 30. Scott City. Here in the third quarter. Breaks the press, ended up with a 2. Weathers scores in the paint. Colby down by 7. They hustle it. And Van Eaton drops it. Slide. Quick 2. Got 7 to lead Colby. 37. Court pressure. Van Eaton with the strip, but couldn't hiding underneath inbound. So it stays. 4:05 left in the Durango inbound finds Betts. It's man-to-man pressure here. Right side for Bailey. Bailey whips it out ahead. Caught by Tone left side. He penetrates. Here's 10-foot jumper right base. And a foul on the rebound. Tone over the back. Foul on Tone is first. Team foul number 2 in the third. Colby ball down by 7:22. Down. Do a double team. Pass across right. Back the ball. Ahead the left wing for Zane Betts. Lost the Puckett. Puckett into the paint. Righty run. Rim and out. And that kind of night. Rebound. Ball halfway down. But the pass by Vaughn out of bounds. Rebound. by Puckett for Colby. I am telling you, that ball been Puckett. 3 minutes left for the 3 out of 11 corner on the front rim from Metzger. That's who turns and burns up. Danny to Puckett left. Back off to the back. Cubs blind this year for 49%. 2 points for Cubs tonight, coming off back-to-back double-figure scoring game. Second one spins out. Just 3 of 7 at the free throw line, down by 15. Bailey dribbles into a double team, still in the backcourt, picks up the dribble. Out ahead, finds Cone left wing. 3. That's in and out. Juggled, it comes to Metzger in the paint. He kicks it out, has it stolen. A steal by Carson. 1-on-2. And he throws it alone. Again, the layup. Rebounded. Oh, the defender into a tough angle on that layup. He was strong off the glass. And he called for a foul out on the further zone for a steal. Third on Colby. Thomas checks in for Austin City. Colby playing frantic. So 2:15 to play. Down by 15. 37 points. Thomas stops it to the left. Pass to Bailey highway. Colby staying in the 2-3 zone. Around the horn. By Metzger on the left wing. Back cross for Bailey. 10-foot jumper around the rim and out. Offense rebound. Blocked by Guy Tubbs. Access denied by Guy Tubbs at the rim. And that fires up Colby in this crowd. Vaughn left wing for the Eagles. Back out. For 3. Oh. That's tonight. 2 minutes. Jace Thomas, Scott City the other way. Minute 35. Bailey feeds Weathers. Low block. Around. Baby hook with the right hand. Off. Out leads Hawkins. Tubbs brings it ahead. For Puckett still in the backcourt. That's high right. Main Best working the drill. The high post. Footer. Rebounded by Weathers. Sick of saying that. Minute 10 to left in the third. For a steal in the backcourt. For a foul. Both teams make subs. Carter Good in for Gus Hawkins and Scott City. Brian Barton in for Guy. Minute 8 to play in the third. Colby has dug in defensively. One got beat in the last 3 minutes and change. Advantage on the offense. Metzger beats. That's the face left. Barton kicks it out to Bailey. High. Guardian is fast, right? In the right corner. Weathers up. All the way back out for Thomas. Left wing pass for Metzger. Right hand down to the top. Thomas the post. Caught by Weathers. Match by Brian Barton. Barton's second team. Over aggressiveness. You have to hit, but you also don't want to put Scott and away from being in the bonus. Metzger finally finds Weathers and kicks it on the right there. 40 seconds left in the third. 7, 40, 20. Weathers high post. For Bailey, top of the key. That's back to the left wing for Metzger. Ball's on him. Down low. Out. Good cover. Back to Weathers, short corner. Weathers to the baseline and lays it up and in with the right hand. 22 Scott City Beavers match their largest lead. Fouled in the front court with 11 seconds by Ronnie. First, team down number 4 on Scott City. From the left side. Vaughn angles right. Colby Eagles. With 3 seconds left in this third quarter, Scott City gets the final bite. Thomas catches Vaughn guarding. Vaughn with the steal. Scores at the end of the third quarter horn. Eagles in the fourth as they trail Scott City. 39-24. After the fourth quarter after this, you look at Eagles on radio and it's like to the last.
Strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darwin and his professional agents and Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and follow the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can... Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with homebound agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign. Smart Insurance.
That renewable energy companies are creating fast tracks for advancing more women into the industry. The U.S. Department of Labor, wind and solar energy are two of the fastest-growing fields. There's never been a better time for you to begin a new career. Online.
Special fourth quarter. The Eagles tonight, they trail 9-24 here at the Colby Event Center. Colby starts with the ball left to right as you listen. Braden Foss has it top of the key. Throws it away. With Foss by Austin Cone. Now the on defense. Scott City starts for Austin Bailey left wing. Catches the lob. Spins inside. Hook with the right hand up over to Gus Hawkins with 18 points. He is the scorer as Scott City 41-24 match. Near turnover. Court Foss rescues it along the left sideline. Vaughn pulls up for a three. Hunter Vaughn's first up to 11 points. Cuts it to 41-27. 1 minute in. 4 here at the Event Center on senior night. Bailey. Diagonal ball ahead. Right baseline. Down front. Head fake. Right up. Missed everything. And then a whistle on the rebound. Ball to Danny and Hawkins. Scott City has the arrow. Durango to trigger. Basket to his right. With the basket, staying in the press. Half-court trap. It tonight. Foss right wing. Over to Foss. Foss running over the shooter now. That is goal number 0. Danny for Foss between the circles. Left wing. Court pocket. Weave action now. Tubbs right wing. Van Eaton. Van Eaton spinning. Lost the ball. Stolen away by Bailey. Outlet pass deflected, but it comes to Gooden. Gooden throws it ahead. Van Eaton. Turnovers everywhere. Here comes Colby. Van Eaton ahead for Tubbs. Head fake. Tubbs is fouled as the defender landed on him. No shot. The foul on the floor. Team foul number 5. The guilty party. No, that's in second. 6:18. Still 41-27 Scott City. Colby has the ball back. Hit down to Tubbs. North corner right. Out around the horn. And he agrees. Yes. Hunter Vaughn back. A 6-0 run for Colby there within 11. 1:30. 6 minutes. The Colby Event Center crowd. Austin Cone on the drive. Shovels to Gooden. And he lays it. And Scott the timeout. It's a full time. 5:54 to play. For a 13-point lead. 40. You're listening to Colby Eagle Basketball, 100.3 to Rise.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans with Western State Bank in Colby. If you're looking for a commercial or ag loan, stop by and see Matt Smith and myself at our home on the range, 1750 South Main. If you're too busy to come see us, we'd be glad to come to your place of business or call. If you're in the market for a home loan, like to refinance and take current low home loan, come in and see Janice Cage to learn about all the home loan products at Western State Bank in Colby. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events of residents of Thomas. Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and it's from the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
To Colby Eagle Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
5:54 to play in regulation. Colby trailing 43-30. Timeout here at the event center. Eagles are quick to the front court. Deflected. Scorer's table right side. Inbound in front of the front court. Quickly in. Vaughn with the hot hand. Ahead to Carson. A three-pointer on the way. Colby They scored three straight three-pointers and 43-30. Lawson nearly at his pocket. Gone into the front court left side. To Gooden short corner. And Scott City sets up in the half court. Tone at the control. Guarded by Braden Foss. Left wing pass Bailey. For Hawkins. On the switch. Back to the left corner. For a three. Off the back rim. Rebound. Colby can make it a single-digit game with a bucket on. Out ahead. Long lob. Left stage. They need like 4-3. Yes! Eagles, they're back within 7. 43-36. Colby on a 12-2 run. 4:50 to go. The defense chance across the way from the Colby student section. Cone right wing against the 2-3 zone. Around the horn, left corner, Van Eagle to the field, took straight away from the ring. He stops the center, and Bailey highway. 30 to play here at the event center. 17. Gooden on the high post. Cone, driving with the left hand. Cone in the paint. Bouncing down for Tarango. Skip pass across Bailey right wing. He penetrates. Stops short corner right. Skip pass across Cone left side. Now Hawkins at the foul line playing catch with Tone. Tarango lobs for Hawkins at the foul line. Back to Tone right corner. He's open for a three. That's too strong. And Eaton the rebound. Comes Colby on the run. It's Van Eaton up the right side. Van Eaton around the defender. It's a blocking foul called on the shot. Bailey, who comes up limping. Bailey called for the blocking. First, team foul number 6 on Scott City. And Carson Van Eaton goes 2 with 3:58 left in the fourth. Making it 2-possession game. First one for Carson. Around the rim and in. Bailey limps to the bench. Good. Well, Metzger back into the game. Throw for Van Eaton. Gets the roll. Colby calls a timeout. 8 to go. The 15-2 run are back within 5. 43-38. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagles. 100.3 The Ride.
This is Dr. Kristen Parker from Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Priorities at our clinic is making sure our patients are comfortable. For some, walking into a doctor's office of any kind, rest assured, or force anyone to do any comfort. After all, the chiropractic care is to make you feel better. For effective, comfortable, and professional care, make your next appointment with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Learn more at nw.com. One place where everything should be perfect. In air. McKee Inc. helps you achieve the perfect with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call McKee Inc. to hear help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect. Call us today at 462-3132.
Trapping.
To Colby Eagle basketball. Point 3.
We got ourselves a ball game here at the Colby Event Center. Colby Vinny is 17-5, 43-38 Scott City with 3 to go. Full court. The inbound to Efren Tarango. Back to Dylan Metzger. On. Away to Tarango right side. Out ahead. Caught by Ford. A double team come. Weathers picks up the dribble. Skip past Metzger left side. Matches up. Goes back. Now reach-in foul called at midcourt. That's Vaughn. And Colby 6. The bonus now. Gus Hawkins to in. First table left side, just above the top of the key. Stacks 3. Hawkins looking. Left side. On him. Angle. Handoff. Out for Tone. Will be man-to-man. Left side for Tarango. Tubbs on his back. Double team. Out to Tarango. Back in. Tubbs with both hands on him. Kick out to Tarango. Right. 3:20 to go. Session here for Scott City. Tarango picks up the dribble. Double team. For the cutter. It's not there. Sees it back for Tone. Top of the angle dribble right. Tone steps back right wing. Throws it to the top of the key for Hawkins. Right back for Tone. Possession has lasted a minute. Holding onto the ball with a 5-point. 38. Under 3 to go at the Event Center. Left wing. Met fouled on a reach in by his third. Here at the line for a 1-and-1. And Metzger on the year, 10 of 11 at the free throw. As a team tonight, Scott City 6 for 7 shooting. Metzger has not scored tonight. Front end of the one play. And it rolls. For Scott City, 8 minutes and 7 seconds. Timeout. 2:51 to go. One more 3-possession game, and Metzger does. 45-38 beat. Colby into the on. Pass for Shane Puckett. Now Tubbs, top of the key. Guy Tubbs. Left wing, Braden Foss. Foss driving. Strip to the ball. Whistle. Reaching. That's on Tarango. Third, and the freshman Braden is going to the line with 2:35 left. Sub for Scott. Austin Bailey entering Rango, an extra ball handler. The floor for the Beavers. Foss line this year. Run into the 1-and-1. On the way. Rebounded by Tone. Colby just 5 of 10 from the line. The other way, traveling called on Dylan Metzger. Metzger in the corner, shuffled the feet. Turnover number 13. Scott City. Colby has it back. 2:29 to go. Checks out, replaced by Braden. On court with Vaughn. Dribble right, hand off to Puckett. Between the circles, back to the right. Pass across the court, just did Foss. Fake on, make 3! Great game, 45. Vaughn's third 3 of the quarter, he's got 7. 2:06 to go. Colby trying to come back all the way from down. Bailey in the pass ahead. Left corner. Back to the wing for Bailey. Bailey spins to the top of the key. Back to the left wing for Metzger. Being chased by Vaughn. Metzger's right. Pitches to Bailey. Double team. Bailey splits it into the paint. Pull up. Jumper off the mark. Bounce puts it back up and in with a minute 37. A chance bucket for Weathers. 7:40. Scott City. Final in 30 seconds. Vaughn right wing. Takes another 3. That one's off the mark, off the front rim. Metzger with a minute 22. Metzger picks up the dribble in the backcourt. And we have a whistle. Colby defending against Metzger. City calls. We'll take it. It's a minute with a minute. Scott City 47, Colby. You're listening to the Eagles on radio. All right, KRDQ Colby.
McDonald's is food you buckle in with your meal. No reason not to take that, because a meal from McDonald's is not just a meal, often your most precious.
Enjoy one of our $3 bundles. McChicken or 6-piece. Each paired with small size soft drink for just $1. Price and participation with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
People's State 10 convenient locations statewide. For a loan, personal accounts, ATMs, mobile bill pay, PSB wants to help you. At People's State Bank, in our communities. At psbbanks.com. People's member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Colby Eagle Back on 100.3.
17 to play in regulation. Scott City ball and a 6-point lead over 41. Scott City able to break over midcourt. Nearly stripped of the ball. Reach-in foul is called along the far right side. Guy Tubbs going for the steal, calls for the foul on Tone. That's Tubbs' second, team foul number 8. And Tone going to the line for a 1-and-1. 73% foul. Tonight 2 for 2. And Scott City 8 of 9 at the free throw line. Front end of the 1-and-1, nothing but net. Braden Foss coming back for Colby. Braden Imhoff to the bench. Scott City just a 63% foul shooting team. They have certainly had the touch at the free throw line. 11 to go. Chance to make it an 8. And Tone does. 49-41. Scott. Minute 11 left. Vaughn picks up a rolling ball. Probing down the middle. And it's scoop up and miss. With a minute 6. And Hunter Vaughn to the line. Foul. His second. That's team. First trip to the line tonight. Colby's a team just 5 of 10, and Hunter gets the roll. He's got 18 now. Running him in double figures with 50. City led by Gus Hawkins with 18. Ball. Colby back within 2 possessions. 49-43 with a minute 6 left as Imhoff replaces Foss for defense. Full court pressure. Rango, the inbounding pass not being guarded, lobs it in. Lawson Bailey across the Tone right side. He sprints up into the front court and is fouled across the arm by Carson Van Eaton. That's Carson's fourth. With a minute, it's team foul number 9 on 1-and-1's coming here for Tone, who is again best free throw shooter. Colby brings in Foss for Imhoff. Tone receives the ball. Toes the free throw line. One dribble, the front end of the one, but nylon. Tone into double figures with 10. And Scott had a 17 down to 4, but they are trying to keep Colby free throw line and doing a wonderful job. Hits both. 43 Beavers. Final minute from the Colby into the front court. It's the paint. Lost the ball to Tone. Colby, though, right back. It comes to Van Eaton, who lays it in. Colby wants a timeout, and they get it with 47. Puckett, or rather, Vaughn stripped the ball. It came to Van Eaton for the 2-pointer. And Parker McKee calls into last timeout with 47 seconds left. 6:51-40. Colby has scored 1 points in this after scoring just 20 the first 3 quarters. They're outscoring Scott City 21-12. But as it played after Colby out of the gate, double digits in the first half, and trailed by as many as 17 in this quarter.
Scott City has led the whole. They put some time back on the clock here at the event. Seconds left now. Their final timeout, so is Scott City. Both teams in the double bonus. Era. And that could be crucial. Colby with him for defense, along with Vaughn, Van Eaton, Tubb. Ronnie Weathers inbounding, everyone else being guarded. Weathers looking, and Tone pop. Double team on Tone. Foul given with 46 seconds. Tone hasn't missed 6 tonight. And now he's shooting 2 the double bone. On Tubbs is third. Back the other way for the Tone again tonight. Shooting chair. 7 for 7. It rolled around the rim and dropped in. Braden Imhoff, a better shooter from the perimeter. If Colby needs a 3. Second one is good. 53-5. Colby down. 45 seconds. Tubbs to the puck. A 3-pointer on the way for Shane. Colby calls their final 5 seconds. Colby's 1 3-pointer in this quarter. 3 of the night. He's got 8. And Colby within 5, 53-48 with 35 seconds to go. Parker McKee calls his final timeout. We'll keep it here. To give the Eagles credit, down 17 early in the fourth quarter. Could have packed it in. Did. Showing this fourth quarter game and tremendous shot. Made 6-3 fourth quarter. 3 from Puckett deep out on the problem is Scott City is not cooperating. Back effort. They are 15 at the line and a perfect 8 of 8 here in the fourth. Somehow, some way, Colby's got to get somebody else home with the ball and foul. Bailey's percent from the line. Hawkins percent. Weathers is 64%, and he's inbounding. Tarango 53%. Maybe he's the guy. Inbound caught by. And they don't foul him. Now Tarango with it. Tarango's double teamed, and he was fouled before the dribble handoff to Tone. So it will be Tarango to shoot the double bonus with 29 seconds left. The foul on Hunter Vaughn is third. Tarango tonight has not attempted a free throw. On the year, 9 of 17. First free throw for Tarango, nothing but net. A lot of coaches will tell you it's contagious when you start making free throws. Tarango's second free throw tried, pure. And it's a 7-point game, 55-48. Final 30 seconds. Colby hustling into the front court. Vaughn goes the distance. Bowling finger roll up and no good, but he got fouled. Colliding with a Scott City defender. Another one that looked halfway down and rolled out. Gus Hawkins, a guilty party, his second. Team foul number 9 on Scott City. And now Hunter Vaughn will shoot 2 with 24 seconds. First free throw for Hunter. Nothing but net. That gives him an even 20. The 9th time this year Vaughn has scored 20 plus. Metzger checks in for Tarango for Scott City. Metzger on the year, 91% coming in. Hunter's second free throw is pure through the net. 55-50. Colby down by 5. 24 seconds. Inbound to Tone. And Tone is fouled by Puckett with 22 seconds. That's Puckett's third. Colby has made Scott City earn it. And Scott City is in the process of earning it. 16 of 17 at the free throw line tonight. Again, as a team, 63% coming in tonight. First free throw for Tone, and he hits. These guys are unbothered up there right now. It looks like practice at their home gym. Second free throw for Tone. That one is short, but Hawkins rebounds and is fouled on the putback with 20 seconds. Colby finally gets a miss, but they can't get the board. Van Eaton commits the foul, and he has fouled out. Carson Van Eaton, Colby's lone senior on this senior night, fouls out of the game, finishing with 17 points. Braden Foss will enter for him. Van Eaton just now coming to the realization that he has fouled out. And a big appreciative hand from the Colby fans, and that's the least he deserves. 10 points in the fourth quarter trying to help this Colby comeback effort. Hawkins at the line. His first free throw hits. And one more free throw coming as it's now a three-possession game with 20 seconds. And Hawkins hits them both. He's got 20 to lead the way for the Beavers tonight. 58-50. Desperation time for Colby. Vaughn, step back three from the left corner. He got it with 12 seconds to cut it to 58-53. And a foul given on the inbound by Colby with 8 seconds left. The foul called on Braden Foss, his first. Sends Lawson Bailey the other way, but with 8 seconds left and no way to stop the clock after a made basket, it doesn't quite add up for the Colby Eagles. Bailey's first trip to the line tonight, and of course he makes his first, a 65% foul shooter. They're all shooting him like prime Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf tonight. Both free throws good. 60-53, and then a foul called in the background on Scott City, or the backcourt, I should say, with 7 seconds. Just not wanting to let Colby get a three-pointer away. That's on Bailey, his second. Team foul number 10. Hunter Vaughn will shoot 2 at the other end. Colby down by 7 with 7 seconds left. Vaughn to the line for a pair. First try up and in. One more coming for Hunter. And he threw it at the rim and he banked it in. He tried to miss on purpose and it went in. 7 seconds left. Bailey inbounds, throws it ahead. Weathers is in front of the play. Bounce to Hawkins and he missed the dunk. And the rebound is tipped to Hawkins with 1 second. Hawkins is fouled as time expires, and that's the game. A 31-point fourth quarter for Colby, but it's all for naught as they fall tonight on senior night to Scott City. Final score, Scott City 60 and Colby 55. Scott City goes to 9-10, snapping a 3-game losing streak, and they go to 3-2 in the GWAC. Colby drops to 7-11, their second straight loss. They are 1-3 in GWAC play. Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame shows next. You've been listening to Colby Eagle Basketball, 100.3 The Ride.
The Start Something New sales event is in full swing at Colby Dodge. Why not start off the year with a new vehicle? Save up to $2,500 off MSRP on a custom order at Colby Dodge this month. Stop by and learn how easy it is to order a new vehicle built just for you and your needs. Visit with a salesperson today for more information. Visit us in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op and their 8 locations in Colby, Dresden, Gem, Grainfield, Hoxie, Levant, Park, and Selden are here to give you the service you need and deserve. High Plains Co-op is there for all of your grain, feed, and fuel needs. Get the latest in markets, ag news, and information by visiting their website, highplainscoop.com. That's hi-plainscoop.com. Continuing to stand with you is High Plains Co-op.
Here's what's new for new customers. Hi, this is Brandy Oliver with Farmers and Merchants Bank. To celebrate 135 years of business, we are offering a $135 bonus to all new customers that open a regular checking account with us. Between the months of January and February of this year, contact a customer service representative at 785-460-3321 to ask how we can help get you this bonus. See why Farmers and Merchants Bank have their roots where other banks have their branches. Farmers and Merchants Bank, together making a difference. Member FDIC.
A new year means new beginnings, so why not start 2022 off on the right foot with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Organize and optimize your place or space with Homes Totes and or sturdy shelving units now on sale. Purchase and save while you can on lumber to finally finish that home improvement project you've been putting off. And don't forget Hoover's also cuts and programs dealership quality car keys and fobs in just minutes. Start your new year off right with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby.
Taco John's changed the chicken game with our fried chicken taco. Now, taste our greatest chicken innovation yet. Behold, new fried chicken tenders. Crispy, all-white meat chicken redesigned without the tortilla for a sleeker feasting experience. Optimized with powerful sauces to achieve maximum yum per dip by the 5, 10, or 20 pack. Upgrade to our newest menu item today. Here's some Taco John's.